You know what's funny is that
my newest character concept was a jester.
That's a good idea.
someone tried hacking into my Hotmail account. So then I had to change my password, which means that it signed me out of Skype.
And you don't know what your Skype password is?
Well, I know what my Skype password is.
You could tell these for a second?
Yeah, sure. If you want to look at it whenever you're here, just ask.
Oh, you bring it with?
Yeah. I sent out a message telling everyone to be here, or else, well, I sent out like 2 messages actually, once on Thursday and once afterwards. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, what the hell, where is he? Yeah, call Alana.
This inspired the jester thought.
Huh.
And then I, of course, had to proceed and make it like Skyrim. It took like 4 hours. So I was trying to track down one. I figured out how to turn follower mods into character presets.
I need an extension cord with a ground on it. Do you have one of those ground extension thingies on you? No.
Not
Thanks.
Not on me. I want home.
I do too.
Maybe. Wow, it's weird looking at that clock and seeing it say that.
Hello. Hey. Well, we'll have 3 players.
Wait.
Hopefully. You all right, Rudy? Oh shit! I got to plug in the microphone.
Okay.
Rudy, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now, Rudy?
Can't hear you guys. I was trying to plug in the mic.
Can you hear me now?
So are we out in the front?
No, we're not actually. Can you hear me now? Hello?
This is amusing.
Hello, Rudy. Hello. 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 Hello.
Got it in the right slot?
I've done that.
That's why I like everything to be USB.
It is USB. That's the problem.
That can't be the wrong slot. Because you can't stick that in a square thing in a round slot.
Well, I'm reloading the computer in an attempt to make this work properly.
Oh, I just remembered because it's on my finger and I saw it. Frickin' book gave me a paper cut.
Ah.
Right next to that gesture page.
Wow, cool.
One across from that.
That's
Gave me a
weird.
paper cut.
Sharp.
And I'm like,
Dangerous book. See
They
that?
are some really nice pages.
Oh yeah, that's why I
Like,
got
that's
it.
some heavy duty pages. And I'm trying to track down a
Better than
book.
the stuff made by Catalyst. Hint,
I like their
hint.
books. Other than the typos, which I don't have a problem with, it's kind of it.
Well,
And I kind of like the wood pulp.
Yeah,
It makes
you-
me feel like it's new.
but you still haven't seen 3 Catalyst Shadow and Core books fall apart, one of which was yours.
I have a core book.
No. I
You're
was
getting me a
saying,
book?
The person you.
no.
The person who saw 3 of
You
them
haven't
fall
seen
apart.
3 Shadowrun core books fall apart.
Oh, because belonging to the person speaking. Got it.
Yes, belonging to generic you.
Yeah. Books fall apart all the time. I don't care.
I know, but not when they're like 6 months old. I've literally got 50-year-old old pulp.
They don't make them like they
paperbacks.
used to.
I have 50-year-old pulp paperbacks.
It's because they're paperbacks.
Falling apart as badly.
I used to buy and sell college textbooks, and we'd get them from the professors that had never been used, and they'd be pulling along off in the back, which would make them a used book if we had a new book, which made a difference of 30% on what we got paid for them. So I'd take them and glue the back, put rubber bands around them and shit, make them new again.
Mm-hmm.
And mine probably lasted way longer than the ones that poor kids paid $100 for.
Oh yeah. I remember pulling out.
I mean, it's one thing to make the books $100, but to make them so they're garbage at $100, and I want them to fall apart before the next, so you can't sell them to anybody else.
I remember pulling apart like
Fuck them. That's what.
strategy guides that had like, and some of them were like, GameStop had ripped off the covers, but others were clearly like these fell apart on the shelf because they were in the plastic wrap. And it was like a Call of Duty Ghosts strategy guide.
Call of Duty sucks too. It knows it's terrible, so it fell apart in its own shame.
And I rebound on that book from scratch to make it.
Ghost was crap too.
I didn't pay anything for it, so I was like, I had a Just Cause 3 poster that I traded a guy for a copy of Ghosts. Mostly I just, if at this point when they look nice on a shelf, I like the box art. I really like the Ghosts box art, and I like the dog. I also like the part where they were in space.
Where's Rudy?
Just a shame that
Louisiana, he's making a collect call. And everyone knows how that goes.
Sorry, we cannot accept your charges.
Sorry about that, the microphone wasn't plugged in.
We heard you think that.
Out the back or are we out in the front?
We're in the back.
We don't know how.
I don't know why.
Generosity,
I
it
guess.
seems. It's my opinion.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
It pretty much comes down to gamers to be sensible.
The Pathfinder
I think no
guys,
one thinks we're sensible.
well, they know I'm a cranky old bastard, and if I have to put up with all that noise out there, I'll start shooting people. So they say, well, let's stick him in the back room so he won't do that.
Is Roger working today?
Yes, he is.
We'll go home and say hi when we're at the break.
I can carry you out there.
I don't recommend that. But that's just me.
Do you like my new profile image on Skype?
Yeah, I noticed you changed it.
Do you know what it is?
Not off the top of my head. It looks kind of familiar, but
That's what it is. His familiar.
Anyways,
See Alex run around with the sword and smite shit.
does everybody remember where we left off last week?
Nope.
I think we were
we just
playing.
finished one of the trials that was this really annoying door screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's after we had to clean the room.
Did you notice the
No, it
title?
wasn't after we cleaned the room. It was
I didn't look
after
at it yet.
we went through the part where there's a staircase that was invisible, so we just
Got
flew down it.
my sheet there somewhere.
Yep.
And then after that, there was a room that was floating. Everything was gold, and I got a super neat ladle.
I think I wrote that.
Yeah, the title of last week's episode was Bleach the Walls!
Bleach the walls down!
And people that watched that probably thought that the whole thing was hilarious at our expense.
Meh, that's what we're here for.
So we
If we're
probably
not funny to somebody. Why
got
the
his
hell are we having to do
what do you call it, his audience up by 10,000.
God, that'd be impressive.
So no, we,
If you thought this was funny, share it.
Yeah,
If you thought this was worth 4 hours of listening to, share it. There you go. That's how you get views.
that'd be awesome if that could happen.
Stick that in your description. If someone sees it that ain't us and likes it and shares it, you win.
That's
You get
right.
one extra person, you win.
Yeah.
It's only a competition with yourself anyway. But no one gives a shit how many views you get.
I'm down to like 3 sheets again. I'll take some off that stack over there.
Oh, here, James. I got my damn chocolate milk out there.
Think I got too many sheets, Alex?
How many characters do you run over there?
I run myself and Rot. Rot's pretty damn simple. I have 2 spell sheets though, and a staff with its own spell sheet. And I have to run.
does he technically run me, even though I'm here?
Kind of.
I just roll for you and look up your numbers. That's all I do.
He's a high roller.
Actually, no, I roll kind of low.
No,
I'm going for
no.
these plus 10s and 11s.
He's a low down roly molar.
Okay. So I'm having a problem. There's a book that I can't seem to find.
He got a book he just can't find.
Hey, my comb. Sweet.
But now he's got a comb, and he's later going home.
Been taking lessons from Rudy.
Taking lessons from the Rudy singer.
Talking about you.
Oh, I'm a blues man, didn't you know that?
Anyway.
Do 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 do.
Anyways, what?
I'm writing. I'll finish in a second.
His name was James the Aguilard. He never liked to work too hard.
That's not true.
He bitch and moan and
Now you're.
sigh
I'm
and
gonna-
groan.
I can put up with that at home, and it ain't even cool then.
But this is the blues.
I like jazz, not the blues. Anyway,
Blues Jazzington.
Rudy, have you heard of the Nerdarchy YouTube channel?
No.
Bums me out that I'm the only one. Well, check them out. Anyway, they do D&D stuff, and they've reviewed a bunch of stuff from this one book that I can't seem to find. It's called Unearthed Arcana, just like the one they got out there for AD&D. But this one contains all these added class choices for the magical classes in 5th edition. And I cannot seem to find it.
Hang on.
And it's like, I of course want one.
Get in there. There we go.
If it's worth it, it's like if the shop had it, I would check it out. It's like, this seems worth however much it freaking costs. I'd see if I could get it cheaper on Amazon, which I probably could. And I buy it on Amazon.
Everything's cheaper for free.
And that.
Hey, Roger.
Hello?
Rudy wants to say hi.
The what?
Rudy wants to say hi.
Hey, Roger.
Hey, so Chad.
Good.
What you been up to, man?
Turn the camera on.
I got my own place.
Where are you living now?
Louisiana.
Okay, like I said, I knew you moved somewhere. I couldn't remember where.
About like 4 hours away right now.
Oh, that's all? Why aren't you here?
Yeah, well, that's not that far to drive.
I know, right?
You could.
8-hour round trip and then 4 hours of being here. It's a whole damn day gone.
You need one of those little cars that you can take off and fly with.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, yeah. Go be another
It's not a bad idea.
I mean, they're only like
So then
$200,000 or something.
Then he needs like an airport pass though.
Oh, and you land it right on the road.
Okay.
And you bring your wings up.
And unfortunately, they won't let you do that. Arrest your ass.
Thought they'd put your wings back down and take off again.
Got your plates and shit. Can't get away with anything anymore.
I need to see if John has that book.
Oh yeah. You're like, oh no, there's something I don't have. Buy it with your college money. He says, I bought a bunch of core books with my college money.
That's why you don't have any left.
Last time. Sure.
We can spend $900 on a laptop, so.
Yeah, I spent $600 on a desktop, and it's better. It's not actually, but still. This little piece
Well,
of
desktops are usually better.
His laptop's got me beat though, until he gets it when it's his. Right now, I got it beat by plenty. His computer's trash.
Well, he ordered last night, so.
He'll be here tomorrow. Actually, not tomorrow.
And I looked at a bunch of stuff, you know, to see if there was something else that could match it. I couldn't come close to it for the same price. So. And they call me the ninja shopper, so.
Okay. We have the adventure book. We have all of the other core books except for the monster manual. I believe we're good to go for now. So, does everybody
roll a D crap ton and pick something out of the Tome of Beasts?
Oh, god damn it. I left
Forget
my
your
D.
dice.
I left my D24 at home.
See, all my stuff goes in one
What do you even
place.
need a D24 for?
Rolling the hours of the day for whatever dumb reason that is necessary.
Yes.
Then why not just roll 2 D12s?
Because the minimum is 2.
No one wants to be up at 1. Everybody wants to be up at 2. That's when apple juice tastes the best.
That's
And
a reference.
milk.
I swear that's a reference to something.
I don't know.
No, people are still up at 1. They're not getting up at 1.
Mm-hmm.
And still up at 2 and 3.
Normal people wake up at 2 for apple juice. Or they sleepwalk and drink all the milk in the fridge.
When I lived in Detroit, a couple of times we stayed up drinking all night, and then in the morning we went to the racetrack and walked the thoroughbreds, because after they take them out for their run, you have to walk them to cool them down.
Apparently cats have a body temperature of like 102.
No wonder they're so cranky.
I've gotten a hell of a lot more talented at writing Princess of the Apocalypse in that short little area. So we were doing that stuff, 225, 2017.
Oh yeah,
Since
I
there's only
also
3 of us.
summon things on occasion. I have to run that shit.
Yeah.
Except those don't require sheets. Except for my thralls.
Since there's only the 3 of us, you could just have us walking through the woods and have us be attacked by something.
Oh, waddle hour. No, we need like 5,
Well,
6 people.
yeah, but we're not even in the woods yet.
You haven't gotten into the woods to get out of the woods.
We are walking down like an abyss. We could wind up wherever the
This is a short story. It doesn't have to have a whole beginning and a whole end.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, mine doesn't. Makes me sad. It's a crappy end. Freaking cliffhangers. Still hasn't read it.
How many
Brady, I'm just gonna
trials
send
did
you
you
mine.
say there were before we got to like the resurrection room? Like 7?
Yeah.
We're on our 7th.
Uh,
We just finished this up and then...
you're on the 6th.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, let's just finish it up.
No, wasn't the screamy guy the 6th?
That was the 5th.
See, the hallway, then after the hallway was the library. Area.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared.
Brady, can I send you a Word document through
Yes.
Steam?
Skype, yeah.
I do it through
Oh,
Steam?
Steam? No, Skype, yes.
Oh yeah, Skype when I get home. Since Alex is just so busy, he can't read a couple of pages of text for me and give me feedback.
Sorry.
Send it to you, Rudy. You can tell me what you think.
Maybe you should ask him if he'd like to do that. Maybe you should ask him if he'd like to do that. Of course, you ask him, it didn't mean anything.
I may have worded it to where that was implied. I don't know.
Anyways. So, let me go ahead and So, let me find the thing in the DM's guide that I was using before.
Rudy, you like canoes?
The news.
Canoes. Do you know anything about canoes?
Oh, from our last chat, the difference between canoes and kayaks?
We already had this conversation?
Yeah, last time I was like, are canoes and kayaks just the same? And like, so no, because they're different because of how people row them. One's wider than the other.
Never mind.
Stir frying and sauteing is not the same thing.
And frying and frying and frying it, not either.
Good point.
Okay.
A chef argued with me that stir frying and sauteing are the same.
They're close,
No.
but they're not.
They are not. It's like stir fried onions are good, sauteed onions suck. I have had both recently.
Okay. So, the writing
You don't
on...
stir fry with butter.
Huh?
And you don't stir fry with butter.
No, you don't.
No, you don't fucking stir fry. No, fuck. Get that butter out of here.
You can saute with butter.
Exactly.
Anyways,
I'm hungry now.
the lettering on the next door reads, will you give in or will you not?
All right, I give. I check the door for
Traps?
traps and locks. Was that survival?
No.
Intelligence investigation? All I know is now I'm bored and thirsty.
$15.
It literally just stays in my bag.
As far as you can tell, well, the lock there is unlocked, and there are no traps.
This is from when we went boating.
Damn.
I still have
what did the door
one
say
more.
again? Sorry, I wasn't paying
Will you
attention.
give in or will you not?
I'll fight. Saturday's schmuck day.
Does the door come in or pull or push out?
Can you close the curtain of silencing?
Seriously, just have the silence enchantment on it.
The curtain.
Plus 3 quiet.
Yeah, the curtain of silencing +3.
That'd be actually, that's not. That doesn't seem like it's a thing. It's either it's silent or it's not. There's no degree, except in Shadowrun, where it's like cast darkness.
What about
This is the
muffled?
degree of darkness is your hits. What? That makes no sense.
What? Rudy?
As it said, like, oh, there's no such thing as silent. I'm like, how about muffled?
Ah.
I open the door.
Okay, within and there lies red silk as far as the eye can see. For you, there is ankle-deep, cushy carpeting and all across the area. For the rest of y'all, it merely goes up to the top of your feet.
This is me rolling to be so ready for whatever.
Red silk
I got
curtain.
15 plus something.
I take my shoes off and my boots and tie them together and throw them over my shoulder.
You choke yourself with your shoelaces.
Hey, John.
I gotta kill somebody like that.
I'm gonna take a good look around the room.
What happened with Pathfinder?
They look really boring.
We couldn't manage to finish thing, so they decided to go ahead and say it never happened. The
Okay.
adventure, it was charisma based. And the only one that had any charisma was our cleric.
Mm.
And that's why you build campaigns around your players.
Well, this is society.
Yeah.
And that's why that's not
They're built certain ways for certain characters, so.
Rudy got an 18 to observe the room.
Okay. Well, there is red silk as far as the eye can see in what appears to be decadent and torchlit, a decadent torch lighting in brow.
I walk in the room and look around and go, how you doing?
In the torchlight? Wasn't anyone in there but
Just whoever might be in there.
What did it say on the door again?
Will you give in or will you not?
And I can make it invisible.
There appear to be about 30 beds in this room, all coated in red silk from floor from floor to the top of the 4 posters.
Did you come up with this shit? What do you watch?
What?
Don't answer.
What?
What kind of drugs you on, boy?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Inspiration material.
You ain't never even been in a whorehouse.
This is shit that comes out of my head.
But what sparked it?
Nothing. That's the
Bullshit.
point.
Everything comes from somewhere else.
Okay, Firefly. Jesus.
Oh.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of that. I don't
Did you
remember
watch
this,
the?
though.
Did
how
watch-
you doing?
Actually,
It was rhetorical.
Actually, I couldn't remember. I legitimately couldn't remember what the hell inspired.
Does anybody in the room respond to my...
No, I mean, we're in the room with you.
We're
I'm not
gonna
saying it
answer
to
him.
you
You
guys.
need me to move that, John?
No, I just need to squeeze by.
Why don't you go to the other side?
Because he likes his spot, like me. Except I really don't like sitting on the end,
Because
only
he
because
wants
Alex
to
likes to
be
make eye
close to
contact.
you.
You're like talking to nobody, staring intently at James, like, what are you doing?
This is something I just like.
Well,
He zones out in my direction, which is really uncomfortable. Or makes me feel like, you're the focus, do something. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, well.
I didn't think I'd be pushing you guys out of your spot. I thought I'd be the one playing out in
That
front.
there's been, I think there's a little bit of miscommunication. So
Yeah.
Roger's going in and he's gonna set it up to where people will have it on certain nights,
Yeah.
and that way there won't be no confusion,
Yep.
no arguments about it. But
Whatever happens.
Anyways.
well, anyways,
Good to have you.
Yep. So anyways,
Nobody responded to me?
no.
The dark elf appears from the void.
Where you been, Silimus?
hiding in plain sight.
Wow, you're gonna have to show me how to do that.
Is there anything
I'll step back and
underneath the pillows?
disappear.
No, the whole place just looks kind of suspiciously pristine.
I go and pull back the things
So
on the
even if we
one
try
of
to
the-
like kick up the pillows and to see what's on the floor, they're just more pillows?
Yeah.
I pull back one of the curtains on one of the beds.
Wait, so the pillows keep replacing themselves.
No!
Putting an infinite amount of
Infinite
pillows
fire.
inside of his hat.
But
I'll have
no,
infinite
that's not what I
pillows.
meant. Damn it!
Infinite fireballs.
That's what you said.
Miscommunication.
Sounded like what you said.
I wasn't paying attention enough.
I'm like, if
I mean, I didn't interpret it that way, but I could see how you could.
Yeah,
If you really stretch.
Like fabric shop.
The only person that mentioned fabric shop should be me when I'm son. I don't think Sylvans may have caught on to what I had done. So
Anyway, yes, what's happened? Do we have any more character interaction to do through
Hey,
here?
hey Solomus, why don't you ask Son if he wants some of this silk? It's red silk.
what was that?
Can't we just have Sun himself?
Now, Son turns into Silimus in here, and I guess she can't access him.
But isn't he still conscious?
Yes.
He probably knows what's going on.
Picture the Piccolo, picture what happened in Dragon Ball Z Abridged when Piccolo absorbed Nail and Kami.
But, well, they do it in regular Dragon Ball too.
You can win, you can win, you can do this!
Because I mean,
Yeah, but
Son, you want some of this red silk for your bar?
I don't know if he hears you or not. It's up to the DM.
He said he did.
I didn't hear him. So I'm also busy getting out my dice. So
Can Son hear me when I talk to Silimus?
Well, yeah, it's like they kind of,
I probably can't respond as son. Or can I?
He's having an internal monologue.
And she doesn't know about what I've done at the dress shop.
anyways.
Unless she's probed into my mind.
So Silimus doesn't respond in any way?
Yes.
She just looks at me like I'm crazy.
Well, she already owes you an arrow to the butt
What?
for sticking your tongue in her ear.
There's like a random little kid who peeked in the curtain.
Yeah,
That's
they got
normal.
a spin
They'll get into a great D&D later. Or they'll suck at it because they absorbed our funk.
They got a spin blade tournament.
So, Murderlin, you want to take some of this silk back for Son when he comes back to himself?
No,
No, you don't want to put it in your hat?
no.
Alright, I say we burn it.
Now, that's probably where she would probably eject. If it's silk, she might want it. But she probably doesn't know what's going on with Son, so that's probably why she's looking at you like, what the hell are you talking about, boy?
What's going on with Sun? Did I miss something?
He's not there.
I know that.
Silimus is there.
I know that.
Yeah, I went
And she's not aware of the,
for her and Princess Bluebud.
Oh, you want to make stuff?
That she doesn't, I don't think she's caught on to what I'm doing.
That seems hard to keep
So
from
he hasn't-
yourself.
Well, Selmas, I was just thinking he might want some of this for the bar or something, you know, curtains or whatever.
Some curtains.
It's not something you would see anywhere in our neighborhood.
Son can respond on yes or no, and then she can choose to say whatever the hell she wants.
Well, that's what I was waiting for.
Internal monologue.
Well, son said, yeah, I do want it. But would you please not say things like that
Like what?
about the silk? He may catch on to what I'm doing.
I don't even think he
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You don't remember when I disappeared there for a bit? After I rudely woke you up from your sleep?
Okay, I remember everything. I'm trying to be subtle here.
But that's what he's saying. Remember when I disappeared? I went somewhere.
Oh, Jesus, never mind. Just trying to help.
But no, Silman looks at the silk and he takes a shining to it.
Shiny.
Ron did a lousy job searching the room.
Well, on the far, far, far side of the room, there is a full set of doors.
I feel like a 5.
Alright, I'll make my way over to those.
Probably not a 5.
Like
It's like,
I'm saying, with her, she likes silky stuff, so she likes silk.
spiders are stupid.
What?
Spiders
Fine.
are stupid.
So, but
It's got an intellect.
when
I guess I'll make my
I
way
mentioned
over to
that,
the door.
that's where Son's getting kind of.
I cut one of the silk curtains down off of the bed, and I folded it all up.
You can like
That's really, why don't
unpack
you guys
it.
just like lift one of the beds inside the hat?
He doesn't want anything to do with it. I'm gonna have to carry it myself.
I'll help you carry it.
Okay, thank you. I fold it up and give it to Rudy's character.
Oh, okay. Sylvan said, "Thank you,
You guys wanna
honey."
go, do you guys want to go over her to the stuff on the other to the double doors on the other side of the room?
He's a wearily looking.
Murderlin was heading over there, wasn't he? Isn't that what you said?
Ron did.
No. I jump on my broom and I fly over there and I check it out for locks and traps and shit and stuff.
It's locked, but from this side.
I got a 20.
I unlock it. Well, I'm glad we're not in
suck at
battle.
intrigue.
9.
What?
We suck at intrigue.
9.
To unlock it,
Yeah.
just turn the little latch. It's not that hard.
It's not fun.
Well, it's a good thing. If it was hard, I wouldn't have got it. I pushed the door open.
Oh! You're a startled sound from the other side of the door.
I step through and pull my daggers out. Who goes there?
You roll me a perception check.
JC, the gnome god.
$14.
There are what appear to be shuttered windows, those looking out upon vast expanses of nothing but rock.
And I look around. Who said that?
You also see there's a little booth, sort of like, a ticket booth at a theater or something.
Yeah.
And there's a booth there, or sort of like that, with what is best described as some combination of high elf, drow, and wood elf, all sitting behind it, and rather, yes,
I look at him and I go, don't her.
Stuff, yes.
I look at her and I go, how you doing?
Yes, she.
And then you
Think
said
about-
that silhouette
think
comes
about-
up behind you. Whack!
Think about how all of like the really cool appearance features that each of those 3 races have.
I've been playing Skyrim, so they're all ugly.
Put 'em- I mean, in like Lord of the Rings.
It was a joke.
And
There's no
then-
drow in Lord of the Rings.
Carry on.
Yeah, but there are dark elves in Thor, so you know what that looks like. Yeah,
I've only seen that once.
picture all the most appealing
I
aspects
just
of all
used
3 of
modded
those
Skyrim.
of all 3 of those races just together. Or that's what you got.
Basically, you got something to look. Basically,
Kind of like
this.
that, yes.
Other than the white hair, because for whatever reason, Skyrim ones don't have white hair.
So when Selmas smacks toward my head, I duck.
Roll me a reflex check.
I have evade.
Roll me an evasion check. And you roll me unarmed strike.
20.
Okay. He probably missed.
And I go, how you like those moves?
Oh, they're fairly impressive. But what the hell were you doing back there? I thought it was locked. I thought it was empty.
It was locked, but I unlocked it.
Well, of course you did. It locks from that side.
So what are you doing later?
No. Answer this question. What the hell were you guys doing back there?
We're
What are
passing
you doing
through.
out here?
Yeah, what are you doing
I
out
work
here?
here.
Where is here?
Why are you here if you don't know what here is?
Entropy.
Oh, for the love of God.
Entropy. Cool. So what's the deal? Here behind that booth, is there like a fee you go through here or what? Or you just want to...
She looks at you, confused.
Vendrick?
Oh, Vendrick, what you up to? Oh, sweetheart.
Vendrick, what are you doing?
Yes. Oh. If we're just gonna be making snarky comments to her, I'm just gonna ask her how business is.
It's fine.
Truly?
Well, no. Well, there hasn't been anyone come through here since I shut the whorehouse down.
Ah, the whorehouse. Why'd you shut it down?
I kind of...
Hope you can get people here to get them.
She looks at you puzzled.
The miners.
Anyways, she says, well, I apparently inherited some kind of whorehouse from my mother. I'm not entirely sure when she started it or how. But I shut it down and turned it into an inn. Mostly because it was losing money because nobody seems to come here anymore.
Your mother, did she have girls or did she like run it by hand?
By the time I got to it, there wasn't anyone left.
All right, don't get all hard. I'm just playing with you.
The double entendres just go straight over her head.
Okay, well, we don't want to stay at the inn, and we don't want to stay here. We just need to get through to the other end of this. What is this place?
There's the door, and she points at a solid stone wall.
Oh, comedian, eh?
That's a wall.
What are you talking about? No, it's a door.
You see a door?
Yes.
What is
You
it?
don't?
No, we see rock.
She goes back behind in the booth.
Box broken. Yeah.
Booth comes out, and then mimes opening your door. Can't you see?
I run up and crash into the wall and fall back on the floor and go, no, I didn't see a door, just rock.
She has a very, very confused look on her face now.
Great job, Pat.
But and then he just
This is Fight Club now.
She like walks right through the stone wall and then walks right back. But what?
Wait, I got an idea. Take my hand. Now let's both walk through.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
That's clever.
No.
It works.
Hell no.
All right. She tries walking out, and then your
You can always
hands
pull
are
a game thing where it's
your hands are then
right to the wall.
Your hands are then disconnected as soon as he leaves through the door.
Look. She disappeared.
She peeks back through the doorway, appearing to clip through solid stone. Come on!
You let go of my hand.
I didn't. You did.
All right, come back here a minute. You're probably big enough. Pick me up and take me through.
She picks you up and throws you.
Bam! I hit the wall. I fall on the ground. I go, Jesus Christ!
And Sullivan is back here laughing her ass off.
That's not what I meant. Carry me through.
With a 24 perception, leave the wall door.
What did Rudy just say?
Gnome tossing.
I thought Sims are only no.
Bite me, Kipling.
But.
Why would I fight her, God?
I said, bite me, Kipling. Rudyard Kipling.
Well, you had to get in here somehow.
We came through that door.
There's not a door back there.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
The door we just came through?
She goes back into the very.
We suck at diplomacy too, by the way.
She goes back into the very. Came back and says, "Look, solid wall."
Oh, then I'll walk through it.
I go back. I mean, the door's still open.
No,
Yeah, Rudy.
It's not actually.
Rudy goes.
It's like she goes down to like the very end of the area there. She's like, "No, it's not. Solid wall." Oh, and it's like solid wall. Nothing
Rudy
but
said he
wall.
went to walk back
Oh, I
through.
thought you were talking about like the.
No, there's a
I thought you
door
were talking
lead.
about, like,
There is a door leading
came
back
through, like the double doors.
into the place with the beds.
Oh.
That's where Rudy went. He goes, see, I can walk right through here.
That wasn't the door I was talking about. Of course, there's a door there.
Like I said, the area where we were at did a 24 perception see where she was talking about.
Well, yes, she's like pointing at a solid stone wall.
And do I see a door or I just see the
Stone wall
Stone
inside
wall.
of brothel.
Do you know who we are, by the way?
Sign
I
plan.
was gonna ask for that.
It's a joke. It's a half a joke.
And
Well,
You know, like
I
it's,
am,
never mind.
and Silliman technically dead, so why can't she walk through it?
Where are we? How did you even get here?
Stop avoiding the question.
We came through a mine.
Wait.
Oh,
She-
Lord, no.
She goes back and grabs a map, throws it down on one of the beds, and points, and it's like right about in like sort of right north of Baldur's Gate.
It's in a indistinct location that is not important right now.
No, except that it's like
No one did this way.
yes, it's like about somewhere where you know the Fields of the Dead would be, if it weren't labeled.
The Fields of the Dead.
If it weren't labeled something entirely differently. Indeed, Baldur's Gate is not
Not Hillary.
is
Wait
not
a minute.
labeled Baldur's Gate.
Is this the Underdark map?
No, this is the overworld.
Over what?
Point to her where
No, this is me saying this is the
We're just about
overworld.
40 miles from Red Large.
I asked her, I said, isn't this the Underdark map? This is our,
This is the Sword Coast.
Yes, that's
but the names are all different.
But what do you mean?
Well, this is Baldur's Gate, and this is the Fields of the Dead.
This hasn't been called Baldur's Gate in 2,000 years.
Do you have cars yet?
That's what I get for following idiots.
Why would your character know that?
You're fucking with us too.
Hey, you
He's
said
a gnome
you had
god.
Infinite knowledge. Who knows?
Quick
Could have
pad
been in
roll
a book.
20.
I don't know what they are. I just want to know if you have them. $17.
Okay, let me put this a different way. Hey, she goes back out to her desk and pulls out a little device and starts flipping
I don't have a watch.
through it.
What is that?
You don't know what a phone is.
I
Nope.
burped.
What?
It's a cellular phone.
Why is this happening?
I burped again.
Oh.
So let me get this straight. You're from the future.
No, I'm from the present.
How did you get back here?
Back where?
In
2,000
the
years.
past.
I'm not
What is the
2,000 years in the
current year?
past. You're 2,000 years in the future.
I thought you weren't from the future.
I'm from your future.
How much is
Possibly.
gold worth in this future?
The fuck should I know?
What's platinum worth in the future?
A lot.
How about rubies?
A goddamn lot. I don't know.
Gems? What about the spatula?
Look it up on the internet, please.
What's making you disappear worth?
What?
Is that a threat?
Or a promise?
You hear a clicking sound coming from below the counter. Or what?
I go into stealth mode.
It's Skyrim again.
38 to disappear.
Okay, you vanish without a trace.
And I walk around behind her desk and I look under there to see what she's doing.
You see her holding what appears to be a metal tube mounted to a wooden support matrix.
Nice.
I take Madge hand and I reach over and tap her on the other shoulder. And I grab the metal tube with the wood thing on it and rip it out of her hand.
Hey, John!
And I step back and get completely still.
The hell?
Because I have 23 passive stealth.
She grabs for her phone. I swear to God, there is a plexiglass window between you and her.
He just walked through it like
No, I walked around it, behind it.
Wall
Yeah.
not stated. Also disintegrate.
One
no,
push.
I'm not.
One push away, and I call the police.
Time stop.
I take the thing and I aim it up. I look at it and I grab the grip and there's like a little thing here.
Yeah.
And I aim it up in the air and I pull the thing.
What the?
He's metaing a gun shape.
What magic is this?
I
thought you didn't know. If you don't know what a cell phone is, why do you know what a shotgun does?
I didn't know what it was. You had you had like this in your finger on there, so I figured I'd do it.
Also,
You're lucky I wasn't aiming it at
Also,
you.
by the way, roll me a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
So it has been diffused.
6.
Situation.
6. Oh.
You're on
Well, she's not going to shoot us because I have the gun now. So I'm laying on my back.
You take 10 points of damage, and your right arm is going to be unusable for about a long rest.
Ow! What was that thing?
Your right shoulder has been dislocated, and by the way.
Ow! What was that thing?
You're not particularly bright, are you?
She's not at all perked by the clothes we're
Well, I mean-
wearing.
The gnome god was never that smart to begin with.
I take it
Also,
and I
robe
pick
of
it up.
eyes.
I'm out of her booth now, laying on the ground, you know, because it blew me backwards too. So I pick it up with my other hand and I throw it to Murderlin.
It goes through you.
How did I shut it off? Shoot it if it was phantasmagorical.
Because you're the gnome god.
Oh, yeah, I can reach across dimensions.
Well, no, it doesn't quite go through you so much as roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Gonna fucking shoot him.
20.
You manage to catch it and not blow your head off.
Since I can't legitly meta, Merlin is technically from a point like this, but I can't do that. But that's okay.
Watch where you cast the spells.
What?
You said you managed not to blow your head. And also, I'm assuming the gun shot again when you caught it.
No.
Is it? Oh.
No, he managed.
It's called me not being stupid with a gun.
Yes.
Gun safety. Why is everyone going on about gun safety shoot themselves?
For the love of God.
Because they're dumbasses.
For the love of God, put my gun down and get out.
Can you help me?
We
My arm
can't.
hurts.
Would you like to see a trick?
No.
I'm gonna do minor illusion. Have a little lightning bolt in my hand.
What'd you do?
Well,
But
I'll
it's
force the phone out of her hand. There's a wall there now.
Ah.
The phone suddenly disappeared from her hand. I snuck around back when he did.
Like, kinda. I mean,
I got it 17.
What exactly does wall of
sleight of
force
hand.
do?
Think of a force field in anything that you can't see.
So.
It's a wall of impenetrable force.
So it went like how
It
did
doesn't
you blow
cut
the
people.
phone out of your hand, out of her hand though?
Object on one side, person on another. Boink. That's how it works.
Phone
It
held
goes,
like this.
it goes between them and spreads them like
Yeah.
Okay. So, when that happened, the phone hit the ceiling and then hit the desk and shattered. Unless, of course, you manage to roll a good enough dexterity check for that.
Okay. No. Did 11 catch it?
There is now a phone that is more broken.
Did my mom.
Yes.
That's hard. Is it an iPhone? That's why.
Well, what was the challenge again? Like, give in or what?
I didn't
seemed
hear that
really
part,
adamant.
so I wouldn't.
I cast Cure Mass Wounds and I get an 11. So I get rid of all the...
You get rid of the damage.
The damage.
You don't get rid of the status effect of your arm from Hey Shmoo.
Hey,
Hey
What was
Murderlin,
the,
can you pull my arm
challenge
back
again?
into
It's
the
like-
socket?
Give in or what?
Mage hand.
Oh!
Give in or don't. I think it was. Do you
I didn't
give
hear
in or
that
do you
part.
not?
The hell with this.
So,
Where'd you get that?
when the slap says
Got it.
give in or don't, does this mean we were supposed to harass you? Because, well, last one we said was corroborate, and that was cleaning a library.
What? She just keeps looking. What in the hell are you talking about?
Each room must
Merlin,
be
can you pass me
different
that
from
one
their
book?
own.
Which one?
The milk one.
Give him the milk book.
You give her the milk book.
Give him the milk book.
Give him the milk book. What do you want to do with the milk book?
Behold.
Like- I'm gonna, like, just hand her the book and be like, see? And this was in the few rooms before we got here.
Isn't it
Can't
at
believe
least
nobody
perturbed by pulling a book out of a hat?
Well, this is odd. So
Oh, it's not shooting.
apparently she turned it to a page that just made it go,
Maybe.
and then it shot milk. But
Oh, into her face!
I told you to be
Is this-
careful.
is this some kind of joke?
No.
Are you?
I cast Reduce on her. She's now half her size.
Nice.
It weighs 1/8 of what she used to weigh.
What's the saving throw on that?
Con.
Con.
Dang. No, that's wisdom. Blindness is con.
No, there's no saving throw. I can cast it on one of us and it just happens.
Yeah, I think that's allies though. Enemies, it's the same.
So what is it, my con or?
Yeah, you have to have a
I think it's wisdom.
a saving throw. You have to have a spell saving throw to cast spells, right?
Well, how do you figure out what the con is?
No, you can cast spells, and if you can cast spells, you have a spell saving throw.
Right.
Yeah, it would be.
So what's it based on?
Yours is based
how do
on
I figure it?
intelligence.
I got that.
So it's intelligence plus
Proficiency plus 8.
8 plus intelligence plus proficiency. So what's your proficiency bonus?
13.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
no, it's 17.
Yeah, that sounds right.
9, 17.
Okay, yeah, she got that and change in her saving
Really?
throw.
Wait, does that mean my spell save went up because I increased my intelligence from last time, or is mine based on?
Yours is based on charisma. And
Yours is
maxed
on
out.
charisma.
Mine's on intelligence too, because wizards and arcane tricksters are the only things that work on intelligence.
Okay.
And I go, well, damn, aren't you special?
She just keeps. She gets more and more confused as time goes on. She's
I mean, I would be. Well, we're also confused.
like, what? Okay, back up.
I cast a spell on you and it had no effect.
I put mage armor on. Of course it didn't.
Mage armor doesn't affect you from spells.
It wasn't an attack spell.
No, it's not a roll to
This
hit.
is her asking that question.
No, it's not an attack spell. It was called reduce.
What the hell are you trying to reduce me for?
For the fun of it. It won't last.
Okay.
I wanted to bring it down to my.
Back up.
The gnome god.
I wanted to
Back
bring you
up.
down to my size.
Back up. Where are you from?
Faerun.
Faerun. You're from this planet, then?
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm from the Underdark, though.
What? Underdog.
Yeah, I'm a drow.
We're from Red Larch. At least that's where we make our home now.
Red Lock.
Yeah, it's up above Waterdeep. Right up here on your map. Where it says something else.
There wasn't a. There hasn't been a Red Lock auctions in 2,000 years.
Yeah, there hasn't been a Baldur's Gate in 2,000 years.
No, listen to me. Somebody, he blew up Red Lodge 2,000 years ago.
I hope it wasn't us.
Well, was it a albino drow?
You've met him?
We've actually fought him,
I beat his ass.
and
He was
he
the
was
one-
also unconscious for a while.
Who wiped
I thought
out
maybe it was a
Baldur's
gnome
Gate.
god.
He Waterdeep and never went to. He even made it as far north as Icewind Dale and melted the glaciers.
Uh,
This map shouldn't have as much
well,
land.
that's.
But he's so weak.
I mean, he did get walloped from us.
And he's kind of a whiner, too.
How powerful are you?
This powerful disintegrate.
And I mean,
The
One hit-
plexiglass and disintegrates in the,
one
in the
hit
stand.
Rawls actually got the guy's sword.
Man, you know what that was? That was plexiglass or something. We could have used that. I don't know what for.
What have you done with the shotgun?
It's my hand.
Okay.
Put it in
I was
his
gonna
hat.
stick it in my hat, but she's like, no, I don't want to see a trick. You're boring. Everyone likes magic tricks.
What if you? Oh my! What if, I just thought of something. Isn't there like a spell called replicate or something? You can just make copies of individual
Red
objects.
Lodge was.
I don't know.
Red Lodge was an odd case. He's in his. Was an odd choice for him, and at least as far as historians are concerned, because there wasn't much in the way of strategic value. We just really didn't like Red Lodge and
He must
whatever
have been
the
there for
hell,
me then.
and whatever the hell was around there.
Well,
If you're from there, and you're the ones who stole his sword, that
We
would
have
be,
a sword?
that would that would be why.
That's us.
He's not gonna find us in the future.
somehow the cave is kind of
cave is
time
nuts.
warped us. She's from the future. and we're
Yeah, but she's-
from the past.
We're in the past because we don't see the door. We only see the wall.
And even a 24 perception does not see the door.
No, there's not a. There is physically not a door there. Or you can tell that.
I checked to see if there's any other doors anywhere else.
There is a door leading back into the area with all the beds, and then there is a stairwell leading up.
I assumed that. She said this was an inn.
So
Well, let's take the stairwell up and see what happens.
More red silk and more beds.
I see why your inn is doing terrible.
And more massive cushy carpet.
We're talking like carpet.
Does she go with us?
Yes.
What do we see in this room? Is there another way out?
There is another. There are more windows looking out upon lots and lots of solid rock.
When you look out the window, what do you see?
Sunlight.
We see rock.
It's like you can see that there is like sunlight coming in.
I was going to ask that.
In the
Like there's light on the floor from the window.
Yeah.
But when we look at it, all we see is rock.
Mm-hmm.
Is torches making the light? So,
with his devil sight, what is he seeing?
Same thing as y'all.
Okay, is there any other doors in this upper room?
Bree, don't you have X-ray vision?
X-ray?
No.
I should not. I don't have true sight.
How do your customers
True
get
sight,
here?
X-ray. True sight doesn't.
True sight
Where's the
is
front
X-ray
door?
pretty much.
No, true sight doesn't see through walls. True sight sees
How do we
through
get
illusions
downstairs?
and shapeshifters.
It was the thing you
Yeah,
bounced
it was
off of.
all illusion, so this would be X-ray.
Oh, that.
Well, that's like nitpicking.
I meant to ask you, how did you do that?
What?
Bounce off an open doorway.
I'm the gnome god. I have many capabilities.
You are literally them, aren't you?
Them who?
Yes, we are.
You're not just a bunch of nutters. Is it
Well, yes, we are.
Well,
Maybe.
not in that way.
We just need to get through here to the next chamber. And you're obviously not going to be any help.
She's like,
Maybe.
Take one for the
Well-
team, Cal.
Someone go find one of the beds and just sit on it.
What's your name?
she looks at you and is like,
Hey,
I'm not entirely sure if I should say.
Oh, Lord. My name's Kel. You heard me?
probably not.
Somewhat, yes.
Cool. How about Murderlin? You ever heard of him?
All of you, I know of Murderlin, I know of Suntag, I know of Vendrick,
All right.
Tahi, Astor. One by
Alright.
the name of Popo.
All right. Bye.
So tell us the stories they tell about us these days. 2,000 years, they're still talking about us.
You vanished.
I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing.
We didn't vanish. We're right here.
2,000 years ago, oh, you vanished as you were setting off to do something, and to take on the Nameless One.
2,000 years and he's still nameless.
I just call him George.
They call.
I call him Blue Eyes White Loser.
George, the blue-eyed white loser that can't sing.
Yeah.
I
We gotta
actually,
get Charlie back and have him call him that.
I call him Boy George most of the time.
Someone's been sitting on the bed.
So what's your name? Or should I just call you Kitten?
Hello, kitty. Get the reference?
Maybe.
Hello, kitty.
Oh god.
I was thinking more lines of Gunsmoke.
Well, yeah, that is somewhat also
another-
referring to Gunsmoke.
That's about 300 years ago, back. That's before her time. So what's it going to be, Kitty?
Annette Valine.
Annette. I love that name. You ever heard of Annette Funicello?
What?
Never mind. You want to go to one of these curtain beds for a little while?
You should have come here about 30, 40 years ago. Oh, you would have liked it then.
30 or 40 years ago, I've been dead for 2,000 years.
How do you know? You're a god.
Like I said,
that's true.
Solomon's just...
Solmus is sitting on one of the beds meditating.
I have gold.
Yeah!
That was worth. I'm gonna show her the jewel encrusted.
I got a ruby.
I'm not even entirely sure that any of this is real. Well, tell me.
Then why should you care?
Because I feel like I'm part of something very
Being
strange.
tricked.
We're all a part of that.
I know that. And why do you...
Did you see one of the girls backstage and put us up to this?
Who are the girls backstage?
I don't remember even
They
hearing
said
of them.
something about dancing people and like.
What?
What?
You said.
I don't
You
even...
said.
I don't remember that.
Behind, like, there's that lady in the ticket office where we were just were, and then you said beyond there was like a whole bunch of like.
Oh, that's
like,
right. Through the door that we
all
can't
their
go
best
through.
qualities about other people back there.
What?
Yeah.
Through the door that we can't get through.
Through the not.
The front.
The not door. The door that's not there for us.
No,
But apparently she can see it, but we
you said
can't.
there were other people.
No.
And
Oh, I thought you said there was more people, like... Oh,
Like
then
the
disregard
bar,
what I just said.
like the inn of the whorehouse.
Anyways.
Well, I gotta admit, sweetheart, I'm a little confused myself now.
Yeah. Now she goes back downstairs and sits at what's left of her admissions booth.
I go down, I go, I'm sorry we broke your booth.
With all that magic you have, do you think you have something that will repair it? And she looks very distinctly in your direction.
You should respect your elders more.
That's right. We're all your
I
elders.
thought you were a bunch of cosplayers.
I'm still older
What's a
than
cause?
you.
Cosplayers.
I figured that was going.
well, again, I mean, Solomon's itching. Ah,
Look, here's what it's really going on here. If I shoot you with one of my arrows, that's how much damage you get.
Yeah.
Kill me then.
she's like in a...
No, we're not going to kill you. You're kind of cute.
Stuff her in my hat, shake her around, and throw her back out. Are you willing to cooperate now?
Now Sullivan does break out of her trance. She's laughing her butt off with what you just did.
That was kind of mean, Murderlin.
She's got a chair behind there, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's upside down in the chair. Essentially with her neck in the back part. You know,
Okay.
it's
Wow, the quality just went to shit.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't mess with Murderlin if I was you.
Fine.
He doesn't have any sense of humor.
you know this was hilarious.
Well, Sullivan was laughing her ass off.
Well, I thought it was funny, but she didn't. Now she's terrified on top of being confused.
No, at this point she's just kind of resigned and she's like, you know what, I'm not even going to question it anymore.
Good idea.
Yeah, you...
Because unfortunately for you, this
You
is
know
all,
what? She goes,
This is all real.
yes, she goes upstairs, goes into the attic, and hands you guys as a pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
What is that
Okay.
for?
There's obviously some sort of invisible wall there, and that's keeping you from getting out. Hack my door down if you have to, just leave.
Wait.
You could open
Even
the
if your door's
door
open and
and
the
then
wall wouldn't let
leave
us
us
through,
to
why
it.
not just like save the door, just prop it open, and then have us break the wall down?
We all just said that.
She goes.
Yeah,
and
what
does
Rudy
that.
said.
She goes and does that.
I go,
He has the highest strength score.
Uh,
Yeah,
boy,
you're not
Nat,
here though.
I'm kind of enjoying it here. I think I might stay for a while.
I mean, I do have a 17.
No, you can't do that.
I'm enjoying your company.
I don't think she's enjoying your company.
Her eyes just kind of narrow. Oh, she sighs.
I have some ale. Would you like some?
Who has the highest strength score?
Seems like
I think
Silver.
I do. Or do the Sylvans have a higher strength score?
I got a 17.
Well, I have a 19 plus 1.
Strength?
No, I've got 18 strength.
18 strength.
But it's 18 strength for my size, so I don't know.
And you have a dislocated shoulder.
No, he put it back in.
Oh, yeah.
HP.
So do you
Well,
want,
as he does that, you heard
That's how
Sullivan
surgeons
say,
did it
I
back
hope that hurts like hell.
you want to try and hack down the door?
Hack down the knot
Hack
door.
down the knot door?
Yeah, I guess.
I take all of my bombs and I place them against the door and I go back a ways and I take a regular arrow and I shoot them.
He shot his crossbow like this.
See, I have a crossbow, so I know about triggers.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I thought the only bombs you had were pepper bombs.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of them, so I put them all there. Now I don't have any pepper bombs because
Well,
I
you could just use the pickaxe.
I wanted to blast it first.
Just use the pickaxe, please.
So we roll 1.
Okay, that was 40 bombs.
The pickaxe with the crossbow.
Shoot the pickaxe with the crossbow.
Trick shot.
Okay,
So that was 40
definitely-
bombs. How many of them did it do any damage at all?
No, it's like
Pepper.
this.
No, I was fucking sneezing.
Is everybody sneezing?
Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you. Don't waste them on that because it's not going to do anything.
Sorry, those were bombs, but they were pepper bombs.
Just put it all back and we'll pretend that never happened.
This is what you let your players fail about. It makes shit funny.
Well,
Yeah,
to be
really.
fair, I wouldn't be affected by it because I have my
Yeah.
necklace.
Anyways, did you just make Rudy swing the pickaxe?
No, that was me trying to roll that 1 I was talking about.
Can somebody?
I swing the pickaxe.
I guess I'll take the pickaxe.
17.
You swing the pickaxe and it embeds itself in the rock. The whole area just flickers out of existence. The pickaxe, the shotgun, from the girl, the rooms,
Okay.
everything. And you were
So-
left.
We were supposed to just talk to them. Weird.
Stupid abyss.
And you were left for a final door.
Oh, so I get the silk curtains are gone too.
Death and life awaits.
That's what the door says? Finally, death and life. That's what we've been working towards.
Dare you who pass?
Of course. We don't have
I'm
any.
using 4.
Door open.
Of course we're going to pass. We don't have any damn sense.
Well,
I'm already in
Sullivan
and
was
I say,
already
fair enough. Back at him.
So
I opened the
Sullivan's
door and
already
shoved
dead,
it
so
open.
one can-
This is the only room so far, or that's the same as it was before. There are altars.
Are there camps? Are there tents still?
It is exactly as you left it last
It
time.
is the same
There
room.
are-
It's exactly as we left.
There are tents there.
Lots of bloodstain.
No, actually, the bloodstains are the only thing that aren't still there.
That's
Huh.
kinda coming.
So the bloodstains got sucked down into the rocks or something.
There are the altars, the giant stone with a facade doorway.
Bloodborne's fucked.
I heard.
Well, let's get the sheriff out, get the sacrifices out, and get the hell out of here.
You get the sheriff out of your
Let's put them
hat.
all up on the altars.
You get the sheriff and the guys out of the hat. Woo! His clothes.
Wait, does that mean they all become alive in this room?
The sheriff's clothes and all the other dead people's clothes, immediately he turned to a shock of white. Right as they,
Mummies. Mummies.
as they wake up with a start. Woo!
Still wrapped in bandages.
How you doing?
I didn't realize you'd mummified them.
I kept saying I mummified them. I did that just now. I did that before. I did that when people in the game asked what I did to them.
He mummified him.
Necromancer.
No!
They can talk. They're not soda.
Get out of my... Where? What happened?
Sullivan goes
that's
over with
such
the
a-
dagger and
Dude.
cut the
Oh, God!
rapid off.
Oh,
Hello.
You now have 3 very confused NPCs on your hands.
Hi.
Talking to him.
Huh?
I'm not talking to him much on my part.
Hey,
Hi.
Sheriff.
Hey, Sheriff.
Oh,
Welcome
Hell.
back to the mortal coil.
well,
Yeah.
did I die?
Yep.
Yep, you're all 3
Yep.
dead.
Last thing I remember, I was falling asleep at my desk.
Yeah, you were poisoned.
You were
That'd be
poisoned.
bad.
Oh God, where am I now? This isn't a temple, is it?
Kind of.
Death.
It's a temple of death or something. Is that right? Temple of death?
This is something where we found a way to revive people.
Why are all my clothes white?
This is one of the effects of
Comes
this
with
room.
rocks.
That explain. Then why are all yours white?
Because I was dead. I just share a body with a certain Goliath.
I'm not even going to question that.
There's no sense in questioning anything down here.
I've thought too many strange
See,
things going on.
The daggers, the rubies are shining too.
How did the other 2 deputies die?
Poison.
I forgot.
Same way.
Mm.
Oh, they were also just poisoned?
Yep. Deputies, you were poisoned the same way. We brought you back to life also.
You know who did it?
Oh, my argon thrall.
No, we were hoping you could tell us. That's why we brought you here, to bring you back. So you
Oh, I
can tell us what happened in the last
You remember
minute.
anything?
Somebody put poison up in the vent.
Ventilation shaft. Your office.
I remember.
So who might have delivered something?
The ones who killed the mayor, most likely.
You're the mayor. Oh,
Well,
right. No, you're not.
No, what I'm asking you is,
He's the merit.
had you seen anybody around before you fell asleep from the poison and died that looked suspicious? That's what we want to know.
Oh, and they all.
And was the person you saw albino, drow, with red eyes?
One of the deputies. He lights up. No, I didn't see that, but I did see someone. Drow. Helen was kind of checking out the area. So she seemed kind of bothered, hurt by something that was going on. I can't tell you what she looked like from a distance.
Did she have a red handprint on her butt?
What?
Apparently he couldn't see that.
She was fully clothed. Why would I know that?
Well, you know, cute drow. I thought maybe you pulled her pants down.
He's not a
How did we
pervert like
find
you
that
are.
anyway?
There was everyone looks in your direction and like you're crazy.
Well, this is new.
What?
Everybody looking in my direction like I'm crazy.
We knew you were
Yeah,
crazy.
normally no one is looking at you.
We knew
Did
you
we
were
find
crazy.
out about the tattoo thing? Birthmark, whatever the fuck it is. What the hell birthmark
She
is
got
red?
hit by one of our
Yeah, her-
she got hit by one
her
of our attacks
birthmark
as she
is
was
red.
escaping, her clothes ripped.
So there's an armor break mechanic.
If I remember right.
So had the door open?
I mean,
Because
you have your. Did you cut the guy's throats yet?
yeah, I'm gonna cut their throats with the daggers.
Okay. Yep. The door opens. Sunlight comes streaming down.
I used myself as a wall for that.
And Silverman
But I
said,
have a larger
"I ain't
profile. I take up
out
enough
here."
space.
All right, so you guys need to come with us now, and I head out too.
Okay. Hey, the other guy's neck wounds start healing, and they get up.
Give them.
You two need to stay here because if you walk out, you're going to be dead. The 2 sacrifices, right?
No. I mean, you can tell them that, but that ain't how it works.
Tell them that. Fuck it.
They're the sacrifices, right?
They're
Yeah.
still gonna come
No,
back
I was
to
telling
life.
Bird guys you brought, yeah.
They're still
Yeah, I
gonna come
said
back
you
to
need to
life.
stay here because if you walk out of here, you'll be dead.
I mean, they're all bound and gagged, and so they can't really go anywhere anyways.
Mummies too. I didn't mummify them, but it's funny.
I take and I cut their hands loose so they can get loose, but I don't cut their legs loose. Let's
Punches
get out of
him in
here.
the face and falls on his face.
The sheriff and his guys go up to the top up and bask in the sunlight.
They turn into freaks too.
Did they try to kill one another? Are
No,
they
they
gone
don't.
like
Wonderful.
they're not gonna be like
Oh yeah, be sure,
Helen Ray?
James. Take out the sarcophagus.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that.
I've never said I was gonna do that. I've
Yes, you
always
did.
said no.
Yeah, you did.
You
And I've also made the role
We
play.
have it on camera.
No, I took that out in a different room.
You said while we were down, you were thinking about resurrecting the guy.
You did say that.
You,
I don't know what the. Was I having a bad day?
It was the last time we met.
Seems like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
He's dead. We're in the resurrection room. Resurrection.
He's literally called a hero king.
I mean, you can do that before we leave out.
Huh. Rudy couldn't talk me into it.
Huh.
Yeah, I could.
No, I just rolled and I
Any
got.
suggestion on you?
Oh, and you're gonna beat my wisdom save. That's funny.
Hey, you roll.
Well,
You roll it.
I'm pretty sure I didn't beat you.
I'm trying to charm you. You roll at disadvantage.
That evens the odds.
Roll again.
Bad.
It's disadvantage.
Well, the regular suggestion thing is I rolled a crit, you rolled a 6.
But then you have to roll again because he.
This isn't canon yet. I don't care. Fuck it. Still rolling. I want to see what happens on the roll, but that doesn't happen. I didn't make it.
We got to roll him again too.
No, he's just casting a spell. Look, that was that. I rolled a 2 and a 17 on that, which is like. I would have had to roll a 10. I would have beat it. Anyway.
Okay, I say, wait a minute. What's your reason for not wanting him alive? For not wanting to take him out and bring him back?
I'm going to do that out of character because it's faster. It's like the code of he has been properly buried type thing. Like, I'm not an evil necromancer, I'm just a necromancer. I'm not going to defile shit.
Huh.
It's proper.
Well, Rudy, I'd go along with him on this. Vendrick.
Say again.
I go along with him on that. This guy's been properly buried. And he doesn't want, he's not an evil necromancer, he's just a necromancer. He doesn't want to defile this guy.
We don't know exactly how he died. But I'm thinking this guy more as like how much beneficial he would be to help us take out Mr. Whiteskin.
That's how I was saying about fuck it, like, Alex secretly wants me to do this. Or
Yeah, well,
he's prepared
I got a
and
19
something
hit
cool
rate
will happen, like a boom
on
or
him.
just him
You got a
kicking the
19
other
what?
dude's ass, which I was gonna do.
I have 0, so I rolled a 19.
He's got a 19 history on the guy.
I'm in Silliman's form. So
Most
that'd
of the-
be
They
a
didn't teach
drow.
you anything in school.
Most of the history, this man has been lost because his
Fire.
actor. Oh, well, he was deposed by what would become the matriarchs of Drow society.
Yeah, they're dicks.
So what do you think, Solmus?
That's how he died,
Do you think he should he should raise him up or leave him?
in a duel.
With what?
I guess against the matriarch that took the throne away from him. So it probably would be the bet to leave him where he is, because he might not like me, since I am a drow female right now.
That's
You
Probably when I
You
came
won't be
back
when
to
you
town.
step outside, though.
Yeah.
You
Well,
just run.
I could also redraw the dagger too.
Or you
I mean,
could
but
not.
even if he does give us trouble, I mean, we can just kill him off again.
Or could we?
Well, here's the other
Four of
thing.
us.
But
That woman, what's her name? Anita,
Annette.
Annette, she said that something blew this whole area up.
Yeah, but that's because we disappeared.
But we're back
How do we know that
now,
wasn't a
so
timeline where we got stuck in that place, or this place forever, and then he went to go do whatever he wanted? Or how do we know that?
How do we know that raising this guy back up doesn't destroy the whole area?
What was Charlie's character's name again?
Torque
The Spartan one.
Torque,
Bad.
No, the Spartan one.
Spartacus.
But how do we know Spartacus didn't get bored and launch that one thing out of a catapult into Red Large?
He took the warhead.
Well, that's true. You don't know.
I feel like a trebuchet would work better.
I don't think it'd matter. You could set it off anywhere and it would do pretty good damage to that whole area.
yeah. Basically, I say we just leave him where he is.
It'd be funny if that was the plot.
I'm just confused by why
Bad
you guys
returns
would
is
want
the
a
enemy.
hero king to help you.
So,
Well, I understand your thinking, but I don't think it's a good idea. We don't want to turn this guy into an evil necromancer.
Well, that wouldn't be evil to resurrect a good guy.
So I was about to kind of do it.
And it's also not necromancy.
Besides, it won't be him resurrecting. I mean, I could resurrect.
I'm gonna argue necromancy with a necromancer.
It's not you doing the necromancy.
it's a case
That doesn't-
of bringing him back to life.
Well, I've said my piece.
We don't know how he's going to react, and hey, after being dead for what?
I just say I understand.
300 years or better.
I understand Murderlin's dilemma,
So it's probably best that
and that's what
leave
we'll
him
call
as
this
is.
episode, Murderlin's dilemma.
I have talked more than
What
any
is
other
Sun
time.
Well,
We should have D&D earlier, so I'm in a better everything.
Son can't say anything.
Tired.
Well, I mean, I
Other
can
times.
until I step outside.
Well, you can say yes or no is what he said.
Yeah.
He asked you a
yeah,
direct question.
Son is still able to talk to Selmas through like the mind link you
Himself.
guys normally do.
Yep. It's like you can just step outside the door or poke your head in and say, yes, no.
But no. It did basically, I'd say we leave him like he is. And I'm out.
Yeah, if you could bring him out of the casket here, he'll come back to life at least 4 years.
Yeah, and I wonder that guy that we ran into, or finally ran into Helen Ray, I wonder if he's ever made it to this area.
The Lich.
Lich guy. Because we did tell him about this area. And
He probably would have got lost in the trials.
Hang on a second. He peeks his head out of one of the tents.
Lich!
You forgot about him.
Didn't
Okay,
you?
well, I didn't see him there, so.
What?
I'm asking, weren't you with us out? How'd you end up back here?
You guys told me about this area. I came here to resurrect my brother and myself.
How'd that go?
Oh, I thought.
Not well, I got stuck here. So I fixed up this tent and...
Well,
He didn't
since
bring
we
anyone
did
with.
do sacrifice,
He was
Well, we
on
only
the altar.
sacrificed one of the guys, didn't we?
You do it again.
Let's sacrifice the other one.
I could
Well,
do it
they do.
again.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
we have.
his clothes have all turned.
Spices
He's all
in his head.
alive now and everything. His clothes.
How
Him
about
and
his
his brother's
brother?
clothes are all white now. So
What about his
Tell them to
brother?
get on the... Oh, so they got resurrected, but
they got through here, but they got stuck on the last challenge because they didn't bring a blood sacrifice.
Okay, so,
Oh, well.
hey, why don't you get out of
Okay.
there now?
Let me ask you this. Can they leave now that we've got the door open?
Yes.
And they'll still be alive?
Yes.
Run. Just go to the door and run.
He wakes up his brother.
We'll be out there in a minute.
Oh, so we already did the blood sacrifice and everything.
Yes. He wakes up.
Yeah.
He wakes up his brother and they leave.
Okay, they've gone outside.
No appreciation.
No, he told him to leave.
Take care.
Hi.
Run. Get out of here before the door closes. Well, we need to get out of here too. You guys need to make a decision.
Some of it's already went out.
So is she
the
selling
way I
it
just thought
still?
about this is that we haven't.
John transformed back to sun outside of the area.
What, Rudy?
I didn't know we already did the sacrifice. I thought we just entered the room and we're talking to you brought the dead sheriff and them out, and that this room just resurrected them like it does everything else.
No, he brought him out of his hat and we sacrificed the 2 guys.
Yeah, I used the dagger on him, remember?
Honoring the dead dragon back.
See, the thing is, yes, I did forget, but I did have this planned, so.
I do it too. I had some really cool shit in the campaign plan that was important, and I completely forgot about the shit.
Okay,
That's why I mentioned the list.
so you're not going to get the guy out of your hat.
No.
I mean,
What'd you say about bringing a dragon back to life?
Before we do the
Dead red
sacrifice,
dragon.
you can take them out.
Do you think that's a good idea?
After I cut
And if
his
we
head
don't like
off.
it, I mean, we can just leave them in here.
I cut Hellenray's head off and it came back.
He's talking about bringing the red dragon out and bringing it back.
I think that's a bad idea.
Me too.
I'm not gonna keep it out.
Once in the
You're going to bring it back to life and you're going to put it back in your hat? I'm leaving.
I don't think he's gonna be so easily get back in that hat.
Oh, I know.
think he's
I
gonna
got
be
it.
Plus, it
really,
says something different.
I got it.
and he's gonna probably be really.
As soon as you get him out, I'll reduce him. That way, it'll be easier to grab him and put him in the hat. Because he won't weigh
He's a
hardly
red
anything.
dragon, right? Can't we just go here? Something with coin?
Huh?
And
He's
if he's a
greedy.
red dragon, he's greedy as heck.
Oh.
I mean,
I think that is their motivating thing is greed.
Well, I'll keep a...
With blues, it's
Little
their thing.
I'll reduce him and you throw him a coin as soon as he comes alive. And then...
Own him in the face with a coin and he'll get
So you'll
distracted.
resurrect a dragon, but you won't resurrect a hero, okay?
I killed the dragon.
Yeah, I know.
That-
yeah, and he was trying to kill us.
And he's still evil, so he's.
He's not going to be on our side if you resurrect him.
I didn't say I wanted him on our side. I just don't have any use for a dead dragon.
What use do you have for a live dragon?
I could kill it.
And do what?
So you're gonna kill him again?
Forget about it.
I mean,
Okay, we're all against you on this
I'll
one.
do it later.
Yeah, you got to come back by yourself. I'm not going to participate in that.
that red dragon was a pain in the butt as is. And I want the head
It
anyway.
was only like a juvenile red dragon.
I think young.
Yeah, but he's going to grow up.
In like 100 years.
So you're going to be around then, right? And I'm a god. I'll be around forever.
It's not why I want him either, though.
Not according to that lady.
Moving on, we're not doing it.
All right, what do you want him for?
Stuff weird.
And
Like I
anyway,
said, there's
I'm
no
gonna.
use when he's dead. Just
I
dead and
wanna-
headless.
You
I'm
think
gonna
you can...
take I want the red dragon head.
What, you want to make a
anyways.
dragon lich?
No, I can't pull that off.
All right, let's get out of here.
Maybe once you get 30th level, maybe.
We go out, we tell the sheriff and the deputies,
No, I
come
just
on,
really need just
come on with us.
something the DM provides, and I need a not young dragon.
Where are we going to go? Back to Red Larch?
Sure.
So you're definitely not resurrecting the guy.
Or the dragon?
Correct. For now.
Okay.
Oh, listen, last week we killed a whole bunch of fungus, so we should get some experience points for that.
How much do we get for cleaning the library?
And terrorizing a
Or
woman.
just clearing
didn't
this dungeon
deserve
in
it.
general?
Yeah, and we terrorized that future woman.
And we resurrected a lich, which is weird, technically.
She's probably
brother.
gone. She's probably gone off to a
And his
monastery
Resurrect the
now.
lich, but you won't resurrect the hero king.
I didn't do that. You guys told him where this was against my better wishes.
Told who? Lich?
Yeah.
Well, you also
Our
told
sword
us
just
not to
started
fight the drow guy either.
Yeah, but the lich seemed like an okay guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we leave. We got the Lich with his brother. We got the sheriff and the two deputies, and we're heading back to Red Larch.
Back to Red Larch. What do you want to do?
Oh, I was about to ask, are the lich and them still, like, outside?
They're with you guys, yeah.
So what are you guys gonna do now?
I mean, do you guys just want to go straight to Red Larch or what?
I'm gonna pick up my thralls and cast fucking many spell slots. Damn it!
Well,
Never mind.
Let's take a long rest.
he and his brother converse for a little bit. Well, find an abandoned tower somewhere, set up, do magic-y things.
What kind of magic things? Because we might have in the tower.
You have a tower?
Yeah,
You
the
already
tower.
have a magician in it?
Well, he's always wandering around with us.
He's wandering around with us, but he doesn't know
Sure, why
how
not?
to make magical items.
Probably easier. But it's
Says,
Take up
now I'm
residence.
getting kind of offended.
probably easier to take up residence there than it is to do anything else. Well, but
Do you promise to not use any of your magic against any of us, and to combine with Murderlin's whenever
Yes.
you have the chance?
We can always use more magic users, and it's
give us an opportunity to go back to my old tower and rescue all of my books before, or whatever. What the hell? Well, has taken up residence this time,
You guys want to go to their tower with them?
and then decides to throw
I mean,
them all out.
the
Well-
person the person who took up residence is a good guy. He's the one. He was the cleric that was with us.
Oh, all right.
yeah.
And we got lots of books too.
And anyway, I mean, Ellen
Got
Ray
two
no
book.
more.
Got book. Got two book.
And
Yeah, but he didn't care about Helen, right?
well, if you listen back, he did tell us not to fight him.
We did anyway, and we won, sorta.
But the drow guy disappeared because he of
Because
the
magical
female
blood? Convenience.
with the
So what do y'all
drow-
want to do now?
I forgot.
I guess
Red
we-
Larch.
We can take the sheriff back.
We'll take these guys back to our tower and drop them off. Introduce them around.
So you stop by Red Larch and then you stop by the tower or something, or you
No, we stop by the
and
tower
Red Larch?
first, and then we go to Red Larch.
Like, go get his books, have them split off, go back to the tower.
and son
Bring the guys back to Red
whistled
Larch.
for his wyvern,
Yep, there.
and the bullet tunneled under the ground like a shark.
The bullet just gets comes up right next to you and starts panning.
Good boy. Good bullet.
I heard someone pronounce it belay.
Bullet, some
Bullet.
bullet. I mean,
Mulet
You're
is
gonna argue with people as old as Pat. A whole group of them on this.
that's
Well,
how it's always been supposed to be pronounced.
everybody,
Like
I mean,
second edition vets here.
they're people pronounce it in different ways. I mean, it's
and
like
some people
wyvern.
just like to argue.
And some people are just
And that's
wrong.
probably why they were doing it. They just love to argue. I've got a few people, I mean,
Back to the
every
game.
time you say
No.
something, they're going to argue with you.
That's not
What
true.
was the,
Yeah.
what was, remember that one camp that we, like, really stormed out? Like, we dug tunnels around it with the Bullet and everything? What was the kind of spell they had that, like, prevented them from being poisoned?
It was some weird purification spell I found. I can't remember what it's called now.
We can just suggest that the sheriff gets that installed.
Yes, we'll definitely have to.
Pay a cleric.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see about that.
A legit spell? You found that somewhere?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called
I'm
though.
gonna have to look for that. That's kind of cool.
But
It's like something old. I don't think it's from 5th edition. It's from
That makes
something
more
else.
sense. About to say balance.
anyway,
Balance is boring.
You would get along well with Spoonie.
Which one is that?
Not out here, Spoonie on the internet.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
Balance
those
is
Counter
boring.
Monkey-
I'm ready for a nap.
Didn't
You
that
guys
get the
decide
Counter Monkey
something.
videos?
I don't know what.
Anyways,
The what videos?
Counter Monkey.
I don't know.
did you ever meet Archie Morris?
Don't know.
Well, he came a father for the second time. on February 21st.
Through the bathroom window.
Not a daughter, but
So, James, do you have any suggestions?
Oh,
I think we go get their stuff and, like I said, then take them
That's
back
not
to
gonna
the
be
tower.
That's okay. You can do that. You do that.
what?
It's done.
We go there, we get their books and stuff and bring it back to our tower. Bring them back to our tower and their stuff.
And I'll set up a spot, but while their house being built for them to live in, I'll let them live in the inn for.
I mean, it's like
No, they just wanted to live in the spire. I mean,
Yeah,
there
there's like-
should be rooms on top
there are plenty of
of the
rooms.
spire. There.
Rooms in the tower. So
Okay. Well, if they want to, they could stay in the.
yeah, it's just. So we're down. What do you want to do now?
Hey, by the way, what happened to like all those? It was one of the weeks I wasn't there. Like last thing remembers, like you cast like they started casting like tidal wave on us in like a really small corridor.
Yeah.
We killed them all. It went well.
Whatever. I missed that.
They did.
Yeah, that sucked because you would have got a lot of XP. Well, we would have got less, but you would have got some.
Yeah, you would have got some, but we would probably not have gotten much to level up as we did.
No, we didn't need squat to level up. We got overkill level. I got like an extra 7,000 XP from that. Yeah, I did. I'm 7,000 past.
I mean, we still have some rings of sendings. I mean,
I'm
we
only
can send
2,000 over.
Blue Eyes White Loser
200 and something.
some messages. Mess with him.
127,000.
I'm at 122.
Oh, I need somebody to recharge my ring.
18.
I got one.
Well, I mean, we have other rings of
I
it.
use a calculator.
I know, but my ring's empty now because I use Cure Mass Wounds.
Well, we could go see our store.
We're
Or
already
you can
going
say
there.
our store recharged it while we were walking by to get the books.
Oh, okay, I left the ring with our store and he recharged it.
We need carrier pigeons. Fuck.
Well, I do have a blood
So how does everyone like react to the sheriff and all them coming back? And we're large.
It's Mardi Gras.
They have a parade.
Sure.
They throw little plastic beads. And little rubber ducks. And shit and stuff.
So, question, has Sullivan got onto what Son's been doing or anything
Secret roll.
about that? About the dresses or anything?
I mean, so unless you
14
talk
plus
to
her
that hunter, I'll
intelligence.
get a little more information, I guess,
What's your?
about
That 14 period.
Red Bud.
Okay, so what's your intelligence score?
For Son?
Yeah, roll me deception.
Okay. 8.
She's pretty damn sure of what you're doing.
She just friggin' narrowed it down out of the sea of probabilities that he's trying to make her address.
Well, I said things and he said things and
No one said dress.
We rolled an opposed those intelligence check, and he
Yeah, that's
failed. Wisdom. Okay, then do wisdom then.
he's
And-
still.
Not him.
Hmm?
He was
Isn't
using
deception
charisma.
charisma though?
Yeah, he's using deception and charisma. She's trying to wisdom insight the thing.
Okay, what's her insight then?
I'm just saying. First of all, you don't intelligence figuring out what people are doing.
First off,
You're
you're
a
rolling against
psychologist.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Insight is a +2.
It's a D4. How'd you go?
It went from a 4 up here to a 2 down there.
Not a 1.
Now that was a 1. And a 2. And a 4. That was weird. I don't think I could. But I did it on purpose that time. I wasn't trying the other time. It's like, whoa.
So what now?
You said a D6 up there?
So, I'm gonna, while we're in, I'll go to Red Larch and
What are you doing?
see if those
There's a
dresses
little
and
rim
stuff have
there.
been made
Yep.
for the.
From one of the rollers.
They're done.
One of the roller cross things.
I have them bagged up
6-1,
and
6-1.
shipped out to my thing, except for the 3 dresses that are supposed to go to Princess Blue Butt.
Yep. Okay.
With a tag saying from your Meyer.
Is there a map of the town?
Red Larch.
Yeah. I don't actually have to look at it. So then my character get a hold of it.
Yes, there is. So, well, just to fill some time while I'm finding this map.
I really don't need a map.
We don't really need any time fillers either.
Okay, what else
Yeah,
do
it's
you
just an
guys,
in-game map. It's
This
not
whole thing is-
necessary.
what else do y'all want to do?
This whole thing has been a time filler. We go into town,
we
we
suck at
tell
intrigue and we suck at diplomacy. Only Rudy's good at diplomacy.
we tell people what the deputy saw and ask if anybody saw the drow.
In this
I
town?
feel like that just started a witch hunt.
How many times do I have to say I
Gross.
don't
I know, I'm
need
just
it?
saying. And it's like if you
Leave it there.
Look at it. Look at it.
This town is tiny. This isn't even a town.
This is a town, a village. I mean,
I say this
Even
is a
smaller.
village.
this is larger, so it's considered to be a town.
Has more than 2 roads, more than a crossroads.
see, that answered a few questions you had.
What?
Never mind. Anyways, Rudy, what were you saying?
Like, I feel like if we just went around asking for specific drows or like stuff like that, and started a drow witch hunt within Red Larch.
I mean, there's like too many.
ones?
There are like plenty of drow on Red Larch, though.
This is a weird
Yeah,
town.
it would be like a witch hunt trying to find the right one.
We do know it's a.
Be like
It does eliminate the males.
First off, it eliminates the male drow population. Second,
And how many of them are there going to be? Plenty.
roll me an intelligence check. Wisdom, actually. Wait, intelligence, wisdom.
All of us?
Which one? When would it be for common sense?
Wisdom.
Wisdom check, man.
At 16.
What do I add?
Wisdom.
No shit. Is it a saving throw or is it a specific skill check? Like insight, common sense.
Insight.
It's 21, actually.
24.
Who's the drow female y'all have been having problems with?
Some creepy motherfucker just come up to us.
Red button.
No, that's... Yes. You have that exactly right. Let me find...
We tell everybody there's a female drow. She probably has a red tattoo on her
No,
butt.
it's a birthmark. No. Fabarel.
Red birthmark on her butt.
I
Fabarel.
guess let's make
Her name's Favre.
posters for her and just like post them everywhere. Go from town to
Whoever
town.
goes into a bathroom, they'll all know who she is.
So I'm going to go around and check all the female drow to see if they have a red handprint on their
That's
butt.
what
There are
X-ray
only-
vision's for.
There are only 2 female drow who look like her. Fabarel and...
The blue one.
What's Silamus's cousin's name?
I can't remember.
Princess Blue Butt.
Fucking remember.
I do.
Agranus. There we go.
Blue Butt. That's what I like calling her. Or I like referring to her as my Blue Rose.
Oh,
Nice.
what?
Agreeing with him.
My Blue Rose.
Yes, it's Agranus. The only 2 that look like that are Fabarel and Agranus.
I don't care. They could be disguised. I have to check all of them.
If they are disguised, then they will hide the thing that y'all are looking for.
I'll rub their butts real hard and see if there's anything.
I mean,
Have you ever heard of illusion magic?
1 second, I'll be right back.
It's all right. I don't care. I'm going to check anyway because somebody's got to do it.
James, you said you wanted to say something?
No. No.
You look like you do.
You want to take a 5-minute break?
Urgh. Google something.
Let's take that 5-minute break then.
Oh,
That is killing
I'd like to take a 5-minute break longer than a 5-minute break. I still gotta, in that one game, I still gotta defeat the Rapthorn in his small form, then gotta beat him in his large form.
Huh.
But first I gotta break his shield.
That's in
Like-
Pathfinder? Or?
No. Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Third
Oh,
King.
okay.
Well, you're gonna be by yourself for a bit. I'm close to beating the game after 138 hours.
I know. We deal because like we playing high, like me and Chad and things, we're playing like high pack or something. We both opened our one-up packs.
Oh, yeah.
And both of them. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he just said, yeah, and he was like, yeah, you can just I'll just keep getting bigger and everything. Oh, cool. He was like, awesome. They are bring next week. Order. Last one is quarter.
No, 25
Fight. Doesn't have to be a quarter. Just look at this quarter.
Shoot 'em.
Right, 100. That's Rudy isn't there.
Red Sea Top. Red Sea Lemonade.
Grab me a Mountain Dew if you would. There's no tea. I'll take a Mountain Dew.
That's Mountain Dew.
Okay, yeah, that's not too high. That would be sad.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Sorry about that. My dog's going nuts.
It's all right. I'm the only one here, so.
So what do you think we should do?
Hell, I don't know. I don't know.
What was that spell our store used to like get information on? It was a scry thing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can try to find like local mages or like people like around towns that know scry, recruit them to try to scry into her minds. We can find her. We can do something about them.
Can we send them a message on the rings?
Yeah, we can.
Let's send it to her and ask her if she wants to have a truce.
A truce?
Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 rings that can do that. One of the things I thought is like just have Vendrick harass the guy, be like, I don't know how to tell you this, but I kind of broke your sword.
Ah.
What do you? I don't think they would go for a truce.
Maybe she would. Doesn't matter. We can have her meet us somewhere to talk about the truce. And of course they'll set a trap for us. Maybe the camp where all the holes are.
There's also that one place we like booby trapped the heck in the Underdark. You remember that?
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
I wonder if there's like a place that, like, if there's something that can make like an anti-magic zone.
Do what? Anti-magic field is a spell.
Anti-magic.
Like,
If we could set up an anti-magic
large
zone.
enough area so we can actually like talk to them.
Yeah, there is a spell called anti-magic field. It's not very big. Rudy, did you say you didn't like the Jester concept?
I didn't hear the Jester concept.
Oh, I mean, like a couple of weeks ago, I showed you that app with the insult generator, and it had the Jester in the back.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Like what it seems like is that would just take random things and mash it together.
Oh, I understand you don't like the app. I mean, the Jester part. Were you talking about the app when you said you didn't like that?
I didn't like how the app generated the insult.
Yeah, I didn't either. So you didn't say you didn't like Jesters?
No.
Okay.
No, I like Jesters.
Okay.
I'm just
I thought
talking.
that like like the rent, like the possibilities of one of my whatever the hell my new character will be depends on where we play. And I was like, you're not gonna not like my Jester idea, are you?
I suggested to him that we send her a message
And we met her.
asking for a truce with us.
Fuck that, just kill her. Fine.
That's fine. But we give them a place to meet, her a place to meet, and figure they'll both show up and try to set up a trap or an ambush.
I had a really good idea for all of that, but frickin' Charlie's not here. He's part of it, and it's funny. He did have to throw a whale on the dude just epically. So it would be nice to have him there for one. Yeah, fuck this.
So what y'all talking about?
Hey, which one is it? This one?
Things.
Yeah.
So, Rudy, what would you think about a Hogwarts D&D game?
So basically, Magical Academy D&D.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 for my quiz.
Have you heard of
Fuck that.
Have you heard of Redhurst Academy of Magic?
I think it's still on.
No, I haven't.
Now it's off. You can
I'll
feel
send
it
you a
through
link
the
to some
chain.
stuff for reading.
You feel the gears and junk moving.
It should go high, medium, low, off.
John, what would you think about
It went from low, high, it went low
a
high.
D&D campaign set inside Hogwarts?
Sure looks like it's stopping some.
Yeah, I got
I
it
don't
right
know.
eventually. That's all that matters.
I really didn't care for the Harry Potter series to begin with.
Well,
But I was reading an article over in Europe, in the UK, they actually had some Muslim break into a bookstore and they were burning the Harry Potter books.
oh wow.
Random.
No, they
Well-
were piling up just the Harry Potter books.
So, what are we doing now?
I have no idea. But I need to go this way again.
Alex, you should stare at these light bulbs for a bit, and then you'll know how the enemies that fight our store feel when he shines a flashlight at them.
Or I could not.
Understanding your characters is the most important thing, though. It really just is. I find it important.
I mean, we have the Rings Ascending, so I mean, we could try talking to those two.
And they could rudely ignore us.
Well, that we can't control. Talking to them, we can.
I mean, I can tell him I broke his sword.
I think if we bring up his sword, we should tell him whatever is going to be true in the end, so that he can be properly mad about it.
Oh, by the
I
way,
mean,
do you want an update on what happened? What's happening with your armor back at the castle, Rudy?
sure, since we're there.
Okay. Well,
It's sticky.
they really can't seem to figure out a way to dismantle it because it
Sticky. Sorry.
it doesn't. All of the fittings are kind of like have become one with the rest of it now.
How do you get it off?
Now as in like
It's a joke.
there are no threads.
Rhetorical.
There are no more threads or tacks keeping it in place.
Sounds rigid. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up now. I would hate the player that did that to me. I would hate him.
And their attempts to cut it apart have led to the armor for either repairing itself or otherwise.
And as for disenchanting, no?
Disenchanting hasn't worked.
They haven't really been able to learn anything from, like, their attempts to, like, getting it done and anything? Doing anything to it?
It definitely doesn't want to be destroyed.
Well, send one of those guys a message. That should do it.
Doesn't feel anything.
Send one of those guys a message. What kind of message?
Well, we either get her, try to get her to do like a ceasefire with us and her, and we'll even try when we see her face to face. We'll try to talk her into joining us. Tell her we'll let her live.
Tell her to leave the town alone and meet us somewhere big and open.
I don't have the flair for the dramatic.
I had a great one, but I need frickin' Charlie to show up.
Not the place in the Underdark we put all the traps.
Oh.
We're gonna have meet us there.
It's not open. Underdark is the
Yeah.
opposite of open.
Unless you can find a really, really big cavern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is that giant lava pit where we killed the fire roper with the elevator. Do you like that
Another
one
example
scene
of us
from,
not being very good at
what was
stuff.
the third movie?
That elevator.
Revenge of the Sith?
Mustafar.
Yeah.
Now I've got the music that's playing during that big old fight scene going. It's awesome. Yeah, Star Wars had it going on.
I have the high ground.
You underestimate my flower.
Didn't sound
You
anything like you said
underestimate my
that.
political views.
It's over, Obi-Wan. I am the high ground.
Anakin. Obi-Wan had the high ground.
No.
I don't care.
You fail not to understand, Darth Maul. I am the high ground. Is that meme from episode 1?
So what are you just sending
Jane,
her
you
a
wanna finish
message? Like, what are you sending her? Or are you sending him one?
I mean, she works for him, so.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying.
They
We'll figure it out later.
Each other.
Let's figure out something to do now that isn't that. Let's go shopping.
What the hell is the book?
No telling what we'll find. But yeah, I was gonna roll an intelligence check to see if probably something that's not relevant, unless Alex just decides to make it relevant. The fact that I rolled it.
Go ahead. What are you looking for?
That's the beauty of being the DM. It's like, ooh, they came up with something that's a good idea. That's now a thing. It's like cheating almost. It's epic cheating.
It's like cheating, but not.
Yeah. It's pseudo cheating. I was gonna roll an investigation of where they would put a bomb.
Where to put a bomb?
Where they would put a bomb to blow up a city,
Oh.
town, whatever. You know, I'm the smart.
Though I do know one thing.
I'm the smart
one of the
guy.
final confrontations
I come up with stuff. I look at things like that. Oh, nope, that's a 16. That's a 27.
Well,
Here's a book back.
in order
You don't actually have to be specific. You can just say it's here.
to place a.
Ow.
They could basically place a bomb that would level the entire Desert and Valley anywhere in that area. Assuming they had one.
I mean, they could steal ours.
God damn it, Rudy.
You guys don't have a bomb though.
We have one warhead
You
left.
used your rockets up already.
Oh, we have one
No, we
left.
still have one.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was.
I could have sworn you guys used up both of your rockets to kill the aliens.
Yep.
So they really are gone.
No, we had 3 of them.
They had three of them, and we used 2
Never
of them.
mind.
We still have one. I don't know who has it.
I don't have it. I wasn't
It's
even
in-
here.
It's just at the castle.
It
Or the
was,
spire.
It really just does sound like it'll turn into Fallout on us.
Though I do
What's in the bomb?
I do know what I want to do, like when there are final confrontations with the white drow guy.
What'd you have planned?
out of character. I've got a feeling it's got to be.
Dance up, bro, you and me.
Somehow we've got to I've got to hit them with the daggers. I've got a feeling that there's got to be something dealing with that.
You know that thing near Area 18 in Red Larch?
I really didn't look at the map very hard.
This place here?
The sinkhole?
Yep.
Yes,
I
yeah.
don't know. I didn't look. Like I said,
Yeah,
I just
that
saw the
place.
thing that
That
says
place-
the sinkhole.
No, that's not the sinkhole.
Where is the sinkhole?
The sinkhole was in the middle of town and now it's been repaired.
Is that where we went in at the very beginning of the campaign?
It's the Stoneworks area.
Okay,
Yes, and it is.
cool. I actually remember that shit. We did have the Avatar gang, but they all decided to say, fuck it. We had 3 people though, so that's alright.
I ask around town if there's anybody been causing any trouble around here.
Not for a while.
Unless I've been pulled.
It's obviously not Gaucher. How much do those fucking cars cost that the cops here got?
I don't know, a lot.
That's that Katrina money.
I guess I could go to the tavern and collect some revenue.
I guess.
Roll me performance then.
No, I mean, like, from the business partnership we had. Do you remember that?
We really should have written up some kind of actual contract regarding that, because I've got no clue what we said about that.
Well, Rudy's the one that likes to rewatch these episodes.
I remember I signed a contracting game.
I know that, but I don't remember it being a deal of
monetary.
I thought it was like, you know, you guys would get access to their stuff.
Yeah, it is a business partnership. I mean, I can't come collect the profits that we earned from our salaries.
Your inn isn't even open yet, so no.
Yeah, but theirs it is, and I provided a lot of money.
To buy more supplies and stuff. So they could sell a higher
Goes
grade.
in, it's double the size.
All right, I remember that. The investment. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. You should have led with that. You remember that investment I did? Just keep that in mind for the future. Anyways, yeah.
Alex and his keywords. Go ahead, sorry.
Anyways, yeah, okay.
Dick.
Hey, yeah, you can go there. I can't remember what we said that was though.
They flipped shit because they gave him a lot of money.
Yeah.
That was a really indistinct pronoun-filled sentence.
I go to the magic shop.
Magic items. You go to the bazaar for the magic items.
Go with him, fuck this up.
What was it, Crazy? Yeah, Crazy Mike's Ring Emporium.
Crazy
Oh,
Mike's
God.
Emporium.
Really just
Yeah,
walk around
there.
a bazaar. I'm gonna have to make a bazaar. Be cool. Damn it. We gotta play it. Alex, you gotta step up your game.
What?
You gotta just build the whole thing. You know, as you go, but still world build it to death.
Roll me a d10.
Just one.
Anyone who wants to shop.
5.
I'm
I
not.
don't have a 10. All my 10s are in the bag.
I guess after I collect some money from the inn, I'll go and shop with you guys.
6, 7,
9.
Oh.
8, 9.
At least we all pay for this stuff anyway.
Roll me a d100.
Who's got a D100?
I got a fucking 3.
So, Alex,
2.
how much more do I get from being a
28.
co-partner of the inn?
Hang on. You got a 28. You find a ring of invisibility for sale, and then you find a defender for sale.
I steal the ring of invisibility.
It's
Roll.
invisible.
An invisible ring of invisibility.
That's how you hide it.
What do
Defender
I?
do again?
Sleight of hand?
Finding it.
I got a damn book over here.
27.
I want.
Defender's pretty damn cool.
I mean, I can look it up too.
Well, good. We'll all be freaking set except for Pat.
27.
Illusions, the canter of endless water.
That's a cool
Shut up,
thing too.
I'm gonna find it. The other thing. Defender weapon. Any sword heard legendary requires attunement.
Wrong
And you get a
weapon.
+3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magical weapon the first
This
time
magical-
you attack with
First
the
time you
sword.
attack with this.
On each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the sword's bonus to your armor class instead of using the bonus on any attacks that turn. For example, you could reduce the bonus to your attack and damage rolls to +1, gain +2 bonus to AC. The adjusted bonuses remain in effect until the start of your next turn, although you must hold the sword in order to gain a bonus to AC from it.
I wanted the AC, but I can't.
Legendary
really just-
requires attunement.
Yeah, I know. I really can't.
Does the
just
ring of invisibility require
use the
attunement?
damn sword all the time.
I believe so.
Does that mean I have to wear it for an hour, or I have to just keep it on my body for an hour?
Defender rapier.
Ring of invisibility. Last time I had one of those, it destroyed me.
Why is that? It just got you into so much trouble you died?
No.
Ring legendary requires attunement. While wearing this ring, it can turn invisible as an action on anything you are wearing or carrying. It's invisible with you. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, until you attack or cast a spell, or until you use a bonus action to become invisible again.
No, I was
I'm on a site
James.
where
So yeah, that's just invisibility whenever you want.
I was out of town, and my group played my character for me.
Oh yeah.
And I got killed, and they put the ring of invisibility on because they were all getting wiped out. So, and then they got out of there, figuring they'd come back later. And then they rolled and rolled and rolled, and they couldn't find me.
Oh, detect magic. That's why you have a magic user with you.
Now what, Rudy?
I'm gonna send you a thing on Alex's computer. This would just be like a quick way to like look up the magical item you're trying to
See
find.
the thing that's flashing orange? Click on that.
Up in the corner.
Upper right hand corner.
Click that, and then it's called Open 5e. Click where it says search. You type in the name of the magical item, then boom.
Well, I got a book. I'm fine with that. I don't feel like typing.
Yeah, but this is just like instant.
Yeah, but I gotta type it, and it takes longer for me to type a thing, because especially since I can't fucking spell, than to find it in this book.
Fine, then.
Thank you, though.
Good job, Rudy. Thank you.
Rudy. It'll be very helpful.
It's not to me.
Because he's a little bitch.
I can't spell.
And he can't spell. I can't spell either.
So, what did you roll to steal the ring of invisibility?
You want the
27.
defender?
Lo and
I'd have to
behold,
get rid of one of my
it is stolen.
But that would be a good thing, but the Goliath only uses great swords.
It can be
They're
a great sword.
axe. Either it's great sword or great
I
axe.
get bored with that, so I go to the armor store. The armorer.
But we have a whole bunch of smiths to make armor for us.
I don't care.
And you could, and they could start. And
Still gotta roll a d10.
I got an 8.
What'd you do?
A D10.
Okay.
Give me another D10.
No, I mean, I was asking you, do you want to buy the Defender?
No.
Does anyone want to buy the Defender?
No.
What is a defender?
It's a +3 sword.
It's a thing that gives you more armor.
No, I can't carry a big sword like that.
It's a +3 any sword.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the
65.
Defender. I'm gonna try to get the defender at the tag.
Cloak of Arachnida.
Nope.
Say that again?
Cloak of Arachnida.
Cloak.
In other words, a cloak of spiders.
Cape Candle. Sensor. Cloak.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Yeah, wondrous item, very rare. Requires to take this fine garment and is made of black silk interwoven with faint silvery threads. While wearing it, you gain the following benefits: resistance of poison damage, climbing speed equal to your walking speed. Move up, down, and across vertical surfaces, and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You can't be caught in webs of any sort and can move through webs as if they were difficult terrain. You can use an action to cast the web spell, save DC 13. The web created by the spell fills twice its normal area. Once you use this property, the cloak can't be used until the next dawn.
I roll cool stuff that's not useful.
I'm Spider-Man.
That's actually pretty cool, but I don't want it.
Don't you already have like 3 magical item? Don't you already have like
Yeah, he's maxed out.
Yeah, you're maxed out on magical
I'm
items.
probably maxed out too.
You're maxed out, you're maxed out.
I don't know about me, actually.
You have like a ring of
You have the
spells
staff of
then?
magic.
Yeah, I have
What
a ring of
else
spells
do you
and a thing of, in a staff. That's all I can think of.
Ring of spells, staff. Go
I got a ring of
before we see if
spells,
there's anything.
Oh, the
ring of
Luckstone.
invisibility.
Watchstone.
have? And your elven boots.
And Elven Boots,
Elven
yeah.
Boots, Ring of what?
Ring of Invisibility
And Ring of Spell Story.
and Ring of Spell Story,
Okay, you're maxed out then. And then you...
which is now
I'm
recharged.
I've got
Cure
the
Mass Wound.
daggers, I've got the armor, I've got
Doesn't mean you can't get
ice
more stuff
sword.
to trade.
Daggers, armor, Ice Sword.
The ice sword doesn't require much.
Well, the Ice Sword doesn't require attunement, does it?
Frostbrand.
Frostbrand does.
Frostbrand does not.
Requires attunement.
Yes, it does.
It says
does?
so. I just said that.
Yep, right in the DM's guide.
The Frostbrand does require attunement, but I was thinking about what I want to do
Oh, it does.
to offer the Frostband for the Defender.
You would trade the Frostband
Yeah,
for the
besides,
Defender?
we have another Frostband. Even if you do that.
Let me diplomacy check.
You mean persuasion?
Persuasion, yes.
Been doing this for like 3 years. You'd think you'd get it right.
If you fail, I'm gonna help you
Natural?
out with this.
Unnatural.
I'll buy it for a high price.
How much is that? How much is the Frostbrand?
Very rare.
The site doesn't tell me.
It's like a
Very
tenth of the
rare.
price.
Very rare and legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between 50,000 and half a mil?
Mm-hmm.
It's
What's
just
the
very rare.
what's
It's
the
not
plus to its attack though?
Squat. Frostbrand
Got
doesn't
a
give you
plus
anything.
one.
No, Frostbrand is a plus nothing.
It does 1 extra d6 cold damage. While you hold it, you're really resistant to fire damage. It sheds light within a 10-foot radius.
Can you hold like a
It
flame tongue?
extinguishes all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
Can you hold flame tongue and Frostbrand at the same time?
Yeah.
As long as it's not a great sword.
Yeah.
If it's a great sword, yeah.
Also, here's the thing.
Unless you like Goro, or Shiva, or Mintaro.
Vishnu.
Anyway,
Kali.
I was thinking that. Alex, you're the DM. You can say this. That sounds stupid. This doesn't require attunement. This does. Blah blah blah. You can do that. You can also say, oh, this has to be a sword. No, it fucking don't.
I mean,
Flame tongue crossbow.
that would be awesome.
Anything weapon halberd. There's no magic halberds. Nothing says
Aside from-
it can be a polearm.
Wait, there's no magical halberds. I thought
Nope.
one of the node items was a halberd.
Nope. Spear, trident, nothing. Spears and
And a
tridents
pickaxe.
don't work with polearm master.
Mm.
Your polearm guy is fucked no matter what he does, unless he's got a plus number weapon. That's the only thing they can straight from the book. Rar, that's it. That's lame.
I look around the magic shop some more.
So. Yeah.
There isn't a legendary. He isn't on here. He's like,
That's
get
it.
out of here. This thing
Wait,
is worth.
he's saying... What?
He says, get out of here. This thing's worth way more.
Yeah, you can't actually buy and sell legendary magic items, technically.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you
like I
could
said.
trade a legendary magic item for another one.
Oh, yeah.
here's an example of the thing,
what's
though.
this? Flail that we got, what,
Yeah.
3 that the barbarian had for quite some?
I rolled a 1
For what?
for looking at something new. And a 63.
Potion of climbing.
Nah, I won't steal that.
I could throw, the Goliath could throw you up there probably just as far.
I put it back and I go, no, thank you very much.
What do I get for looking around?
What has he rolled?
Why don't you just roll for me
That'll work. I like that better.
for this?
I'll roll for him. A 10,
Reroll. Oh my. Okay, what's that number now?
10,
You got to reroll for that. So what was the second roll then?
2, 70,
That's
7.
3 flail.
Dust of dryness, +3 flail.
Yeah.
Dust of dryness.
I took that back from the barbarian when you left.
Yeah. Plus
Look
3.
that up.
Plus 3.
It got
flail.
stolen by the
Where's the
monk.
F-L-A-I-L? Flail, 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 flail. There should be a flail in here.
What time do we start today?
2 p.m.?
Yeah, and I'm missing going to the outback.
The small pocket contains distance.
Flail. I can't tell what
Did
was
you tell them
that?
to bring you a steak?
Is there a... What do they call that flail?
A weapon plus 1, 2, or 3.
Oh,
And it had a plus 3. What one?
It's weapon. It's W. It's at the very freaking end. I'm closer. It's a lot of wands. Weapon 1, 2, or 3. Very rare is a 3.
Do you want the antiperspirant?
Because
That's
Industrial
fucked up.
dryness is, I can see where it could be useful in some situations, but
well, like I said, I'm offering those both.
how much do they sell it for is the question.
Hey!
Hey!
Got out of class?
No, I didn't have class on Saturday.
Okay.
Long story short, stuff happened yesterday and I needed the 2 extra hours of sleep.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Huzzah!
What?
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Bob? I returned.
Well, they're out.
So,
They're out of the cavern now.
right, so are we gonna be in here the full time until 6 or do we have to leave early?
We're probably going to be here until like 5:30, I guess, 6 o'clock.
Well, 6 o'clock is
Five-
probably the.
Well, probably we should wrap up about 5:45.
Like someone else has to use the room after, like, starting at 6, so
Yeah.
we need to be done, like, how
We
do you
need to be
define
done by
that?
5:30, yeah. About an hour.
Right, well, anything is anything, I guess.
We're all at the magic shop now looking at stuff, and I stole a ring of invisibility.
Alright,
Like
You
I
never
said,
roll
I'm,
up.
They didn't want to.
I'm offering both those
Well, we
items.
also went to a future where we got lost in the cavern forever and
Just 10?
the wise white loser decided
have to
to
re-roll.
destroy the world.
A 10?
Uh-huh.
Why can't I just have a 9? Because I can't re-roll anything good. Watch, I'll roll a 1. And there's nothing
Well, that
good on the
means-
1 table except for a bag of holding. We don't need a bag of holding.
Well, that means that that means you have twice as much opportunity to roll a 9.
Give me a 9. Roll a 6.
Also, we re-met up with that one lich guy and his
yeah.
brother.
Sure.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he says, you know what, actually? I need this, and I figure I can probably find some use for that. Not exactly an even trade, but I like the cut of your jib. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, that was entirely on your charisma.
I got the defender,
Yes.
and can I make that a great sword?
Yes, you can make it a defender greatsword.
52.
Huh?
52.
52. Staff of the Python.
Didn't we get one of those already?
Staff of Magi is what you have.
I know I have 2 of them. I'm saying, didn't we already roll up a scaff of the Python? Once before. We've done this a lot.
Hey.
I don't remember.
Staff of the Python.
think I
Uncommon
remember
requires
back when
attunement by
Kelly was
cleric,
with
druid,
us.
or warlock.
0, player handbook, I can use.
PH. I have PHP. Right.
There's like none of them.
Basically,
Yeah.
you can
There you
basically
go.
cast stick to snakes.
Got it, John. Thanks.
And
You can also
Nate.
talk to snakes that aren't within 60 feet of you that aren't incapacitated. You can turn the staff into a snake.
Now, if somebody gets killed and I tie a rope on them and a rope around me and I put on the ring of invisibility, does that make them go invisible also?
No.
I don't think so.
You gotta make it define as wearing or carrying.
Everything I touch turns invisible. Oh, everything I wear or carry.
Well, the rogue would.
So, like, if Son's dead, I can't pick him up, throw him over my shoulder, and make him invisible.
No.
You could
because-
try to pick him up, and if I feel like if you could get him off of the ground and get under him, and then go invisible, you would do. But you probably
So I
wouldn't
could
be able
just
to
get
go
under his
anywhere.
head. If I just got under his head and lifted his head, only his head would be invisible.
It's not gonna go halfway. It's dumb. Like you could sneak up on somebody and take their drink, and the drink's gonna turn invisible when you pick it up.
All right.
Yes, welcome to Ultimate Thief.
So now that you're here, what do you want to do?
Join my
You got an
meet.
idea?
Are you asking
Other
me?
than magical shopping?
Well, that hasn't really changed since last time, because it's not like I've made any more money since then.
Well, you know what? You're one of us now. You've been doing a pretty good job. If you need some money, I'll front you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's...
And we just got paid from the inn.
I got 77,000 gold pieces, so.
I thought he was here for that.
I got
I have a book made of cowhide.
I gotta share the
milk.
liquid gold, so I mean, I've got a bunch in like storage or whatever. I spent all the gold I had on me. I've still got like
okay.
40,000 left.
Oh, okay, so you're cool.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just didn't make any more than last time was the point. The last time we were shopping, so.
We haven't really killed anything that had loot.
Oh, I mean, aside from the library. And
Just
that
loot.
ladle I got.
And the ladle.
The aluminium ladle.
Yeah.
And additionally, I'm attuned to 3 things now.
Doesn't mean you can't find something that doesn't require attunement. Like my armor doesn't
Like, I
require
found out-
attunement for whatever weird reason.
Yeah, but
Like
Dust
critical
and
proof
dryness.
armor, no attunement. What?
you gave me the armor I
Yeah.
had before.
There's dust and dryness.
Also doesn't require attunement.
No, yeah, but did I write that
The
down?
armor, the
You changed your armor class.
Yeah,
I didn't write down my armor.
I'll keep you from sweating on
Don't
your
feel so
uniform.
Yeah,
plate
okay.
mail
Nice white,
armor, I have to.
Robes.
Oh yeah, and Silverman's has got the helmet.
Helmet. Oh, helmet brilliance. That's cool.
I want to go fight something.
Yeah, right.
Do you just send into town like, solar flare to like flashing?
Well, I mean, if it's town, I could have just retroactively walked in there.
It did the crown, and it does.
How much was the ring of invisibility?
By the way, all the stuff that I had, I mean, I'd worth to give her something.
Rudy, how much was the ring of invisibility?
Isn't that legendary?
There's no price on here.
Do you want to?
Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary through the roof.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can
It
distract
technically means we shouldn't
the
be. We shouldn't even
shopkeeper if
have
you
it
want to
until we're
steal
level
it.
15.
Or did you already succeed in stealing it?
I already succeeded in stealing it. I just thought I'd leave him something, you know?
I got an 8. Tape bag.
I'd take a pile of 10 gold.
I know. I just thought of something you can leave for stealing it. You know that,
8.
that one ring ascending that
53.
doesn't have it anymore? It's the spell slot ring. Just put it there instead of the ring of invisibility.
Wand of the War Mage.
Okay, I put that one where the other ring
Plus
was.
3.
Is this Crazy Mike's?
Ring Emporium?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just gonna replace one of the most valuable things apparently in his possession with a piece of junk he doesn't want.
That he sold us for nothing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
On to the more.
But I also take a stack of gold coins and I set them over where he's gonna bump into him as soon as he moves his elbow. 10 gold coins, I figured that's enough.
While holding this wand, you gain a bonus to attack rolls determined by the rarity. In addition, you ignore half cover when making spell attacks.
I'd like that.
Requires attunement.
Big whoop.
So as soon as he moves, he knocks the gold coins over.
Okay.
So that'll be a 10.
So,
Finally rolled something that was good for me.
wand the whatever.
It's very rare as +3.
Very rare.
It's page 212.
I was reading the alert feed, and actually I'm proficient with perception.
Yeah,
Because I
50
would have gotten
grand.
it a second time because of
Yeah.
taking the alert feed.
Talk him down a little. Roll a pair of 11s. And what is it? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay, it's a 14.
I got a 19 to persuade. I got a 19. So I'm trying to.
And I'll let you have it for 35 grand.
That'll work.
And I'm not in someone's. Anyway.
Does he knock over the coins?
Yeah, he knocks over the coins and like picks them up and puts them in his till.
$35, you said?
And if he
You could have took that from me till and put it there.
You said 35, Alex?
35 grand.
So he doesn't even say anything like whose is this or anything? He just picks it up and puts it away?
You put it on his desk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he figures or it was something that he left there or by accident.
I take another 10 out of his till and put it back in the same place.
Oh, gee. This poor guy's gonna. What the heck's going on here? How did this money keep getting? I thought I put that thing out.
Clink.
And he does it again.
I take another 10 out of my pocket and put it there as he's putting it in that side. I put it back on the other side.
Ah, that poor guy.
Is something the matter, sir?
No. Are you searching for anything else?
I go around in his till and I take 10 more out and I bring them around and set them back next to him.
This time he doesn't even really appear to notice them.
I take Mad's hand.
Put some
I
money
take
on
Mad's
the
hand and
numbers,
No, I put 10 more on top of those. 10 more of mine. I don't really care.
Still hasn't noticed it.
I take Mad's hand and I knock him over.
Brushes them off the table and puts them into the till again.
This is one cool character here. I take 20 out of his till and I take another 10 out of my pocket and I stack 30 of them up there.
This poor guy's gonna wonder what's going
I
on
got a
here.
6.
Did I? What?
I got a 6.
And he's just like, did I take in some cursed gold or something?
Cursed gold.
3, 4, 5.
In his line of
Six.
work, he could have.
Roll it.
Is the friggin' medallions from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. 63.
Wand of web.
I'm good.
Pretty sure we can tell what that does.
I might do something else too.
Might summon dragons.
I doubt that.
So did he
Yeah,
find
find
those?
dragon orb.
He put those 30 or what did I put up there?
No,
40?
he just leaves it there now.
I go around to his till and I take 10 more out and put it on top of it.
Some interesting tricks.
What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, all it does is cast a web.
How do I shot web? It's
Let's go.
the old Spider-Man joke.
Anyway, I'm good with searching for shit. And I have a plus 15 to hit with spells.
I guess I'll search for Q item. Like, just roll 2 searches for me and then I'll be done.
4 for Rudy. Oops. Someone else roll for Ruby next.
4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
28.
Well,
Potion of invisibility. What'd you get?
I got a 3, and I'm on the. It's 77. Okay,
Oil of
3.
etherealness.
Oh, like I really need that.
Oh, Rudy may want it.
Rudy, you want oil of
Oil
etherealness?
etherealness?
Yeah.
Does he notice the 40 coins sitting there?
He hasn't even touched him from now.
And he's like, what the hell going on here?
No.
He, like
Okay,
I said, he probably will.
when he looks away, I take the 40 and I put a ruby in their place. I put the 40 back in my bag.
You want
With my old laptop,
Yeah, I'm good.
do you think you could use it, the parts for anything?
Might be able to rig up something with the screen. I don't know.
The RAM in it, I think I like had just replaced like 3 or 4 years ago.
I was say, if he's giving away his thing, I want it.
Well, you have to
not
have the kind of skills I got to get any part of it working though. So
So, I mean, otherwise we're gonna take it somewhere where we can dump it to keep it from causing any environmental.
Conscientious.
I'll see if the screen can be used for anything. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Wire up H.
The only thing I would want is bag and probably the wiring in case my mom lost her.
Yeah. I'll
Charger?
To plug it into the wall.
Yeah, that's a charger.
Because she's
While you're
got
invisible,
that same
you
thing.
know,
And
might be able
Don't
to
mess with anyone else's tills.
I just want his RAM.
I don't know if it'll work in your computer because they usually have smaller size
Oh yeah, it's
RAM
the
for laptops.
laptop computers won't work in
No, the computer
desktop.
I'm getting is like full on desktop capacity.
desktop and laptops are two different.
Yeah, the memory sticks in the
They're much
laptops
they're-
are short
they're
and the ones
smaller.
are longer.
So what are we all gonna do now?
No sense in trying. No sense in not trying, I mean.
Well, you can look at them, but it's a
Because
pain in the ass to take them apart too.
And
Are you
It
gonna
won't
take
work.
your gold back?
It won't work in yours.
I
I can
get
tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
get-
have
I don't
you gotta have desktop RAM because they're like that long and the other ones are about that long.
Yeah. There is a difference between the size of the RAM.
Because you figure a laptop's got to have a lot less space in it, so they double up the capacity on the.
Can't do anything with him.
Well, you could get some, but you couldn't get it out of a laptop. You'd have
Not
to get it
out of a
another,
laptop. You'd have to,
I have to find stuff that fits my motherboard.
Right.
yeah, you'd have to make sure it fits with your computer. Cause I've had, with my desktop, I've had it where it's got that Star Wars screen. It's something I've been meaning to ask Alex. All the, my,
Thank you, sir.
icons just suddenly disappear. Even the start thing is gone.
Undo that
It-
for a
it-
second. So when I turn it
Well,
on.
it's done it for, I mean, 3 hours later, it's still like that. I mean, I literally have to reach over and hit the power button and shut it off and restart it and start it in safe mode.
When we get outside, are we leaving the store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get outside and I
You get your
say,
coins back?
huh?
Hey, so you get your coins back?
No, I left them there. I got a ring of invisibility. I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, you said you took and put a ruby there.
Plus, I took
40.
I took 40 of the coins back because I had them stacked up. Well, some of them were out of his till.
Yeah.
And so I put a ruby there instead, just to freak him out. Seems to have worked.
He's probably saying, what? What the? I'm having one weird ass day.
Hey son, look what I got.
I think that ring of invisibility might have been true to its name because it's vanished.
It's vanished.
No, I'm talking from the guy's perspective.
Oh,
Well, he put a.
Look at what I got. A bracelet of...
He left
He put
one
a
of the used spell slot rings
in his
and put it
place.
back there.
Son, look what I got. A bracelet of invisibility. And I put it on my wrist.
I thought it was a ring. Not
There might be a ring for you.
razor.
No, it's big enough I can put it on my thumb and it kind of flops around a little bit. I guess I'm not attuned to it yet, so I put it back in my pocket. Or my
Your
pouch.
pocket of attunement.
My pouch. Yeah, my pocket of attunement. Do I have to wear it for a certain period of time to
Yes.
attune to it?
Yeah. An hour.
Okay, well I put it on for...
You gotta de-attune to something first and then attune to it.
No, he's the. Wouldn't the ring of invisibility be his third one?
Yeah. I've got the ring of mass cure wounds that he filled up. It's one of those spell rings.
You still haven't used it?
You did.
I did, but we came back and found you again
Okay.
and let you
Just
fill
like
it up again.
an hour
He
ago.
hurt himself shooting a shotgun.
Yeah, dislocated each shoulder.
And the girl 2,000 years in the future, and they knew all about all
Silverman
of
was in
us.
there laughing at him.
They knew all of our names.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming either.
Wait, what now?
This girl from the future was there.
They went to a decommissioned whorehouse that somebody had turned into a into an inn.
But it still looked like a whorehouse. Had red silk hangings all over around the bed.
Well, it doesn't make things any more clear for me.
It really just don't.
She was
Okay,
2,000
so
years in the
after
future.
the room with the
Everything
white
was
guy
very
screaming,
strange. Anyway, they were being threatening to her, and she went made this noise underneath the counter. So I went around there, and I took Madge hand and I tapped her on this shoulder, and then I grabbed the gun and pulled it away. And then I was looking at it, and I aimed it up in the air, and I pulled the trigger, and it went and
Yeah.
tore my arm out of the socket.
And I went over and
Did
swiped her cell
10
phone.
damage.
Actually, I fucked up the cell phone.
211.
And then
And I
I
tried
just,
to
you know.
Oh, yeah, 11
my
damage,
pad.
whatever.
I disintegrated a plexiglass wall.
And then when we finally figured out
That was like dick mode, Merton.
to break through the wall where she had a door, and we saw, and she could walk in and out of it. Well, all we saw was a rock wall, yeah. And
I was sitting up on the bed.
when we finally hit that with a pickaxe, everything from her time disappeared.
Do you know if there's anything that, how should I put this? Kind of like these rings of spell storing where you can cast like a spell into it and then like throw it like a grenade and it just like casts the spell on impact?
That would be pretty cool.
It would. I can't think of nothing off the back. Contingency auto activates.
Yeah, but that's just on you when you are in a certain condition.
Well, I don't think it's worded to where it has to exactly refer to you, but you're the guy that has to, you know, cast all the shit.
I was pretty sure it was stuff that you cast on yourself, but perhaps
I don't
not.
remember.
Yeah, there's touch spells and stuff.
So am I getting more and more invisible as I get attuned to this thing?
No, you have to activate it.
Oh, how do I activate it?
After being attuned to it. Oh yeah, that's what we were discussing. Ring of spell storing, your boots, and there's something else.
The cloak
This.
Yeah, cloak.
of Elven Kind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why your stealth's so damn high.
Now it's boots that made stealth super high.
No, it's both of them.
That's true.
It's both together that makes it so
They're
ridiculous.
not wrong.
The fact that
Okay, well,
things
anyway,
like that, you can stack.
When I came out of the store, I tell son, I say, son, I got a ring of invisibility.
Yeah.
You want it?
He would rather be stealthy than invisible. Nice.
I mean,
Well, the
It's still-
pistol, the
it's
only way I
still
would be
tuned
able
to
to
other
read that is I'd have to give it to a certain dark elf.
Cool.
Give them my thralls.
And right now,
Thralls.
I think she's a
thought we
little
should've
pissed
used
off at
Defender.
you.
Hey, you have a night.
Well, it'd be a peace offering.
How does the ring of invisibility work exactly?
speak its command
Just
word
say
or
command
whatever the
word.
fuck, activate it, you become invisible until you attack or cast a spell or end it.
Say, I've had enough of being invisible.
And then you can do it again
Pretty
right
much.
after that.
So if I had this ring, hypothetically speaking, I could cast a bunch of stuff on myself to make me glow wonderfully and then turn invisible, so I'm just like in a moving
Aura.
mote of sunlight.
Yeah,
Yes.
could do that. Yeah.
Confusing enemies. It's like, what is that?
Like,
I think that would have
That'd be
invisible
great.
with you.
It's swamp gas.
But no.
Oh,
if you want to give
did
the
you also
ring to
equip the
me,
thralls
yeah,
with all the other like wondrous weapons we have?
I'm
in
gonna
your hat?
say
That's what I'm
this.
thinking.
Silman may
Because
take it as
we
a
still have
peace
a nice
offering, but
ring.
she
That's what
We
I'm
haven't
thinking.
played,
he did seem to be a little pissed off.
Well, why don't you pull out your daggers and I'll talk to her?
I guess I can still. She could still.
we're
beat
gonna
through
have to
me.
Skype when we get home, Ree. Or
So-
when I get home. You don't have to.
Philemus, you want a ring of invisibility?
And you hear her say this: "You ever put your tongue in my ear? I'm gonna cut your tongue off."
well,
It was only funny once.
that happened like 5 hours ago. Get over
Get
it.
over it.
She
Actually, no, that's happened about 2 days ago at this point.
It happened a few days ago.
This is my
If it's been 2
this
days,
is my
staff
peace
is charged.
offering to you.
In other words, what she's saying: don't do it again.
Look, it was a joke. It's only funny once. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
funny to do it again.
And also,
So of course I wouldn't do it again.
and also getting the ring of invisibility out of his hands reduces the chance of him ever doing it again.
Okay.
So I give Philemus.
God just gives you advice.
She puts it on
It's your conscience.
and
Well, I mean, he is a
Repeat
gnome
the
guy.
dagger.
That's perfectly good advice.
go back to being done. So everybody in town probably gets all that.
Let's talk about what Alex.
So,
And
well,
it's not
Alistair was
exactly
alone. Like,
it's
does
not
he
exactly a
get,
closed
like, did,
secret.
like the sun speak to him and give him any more like champion bonuses?
Sorry, I offered it to him.
Like when he was
first.
like restoring that.
No, I
place?
didn't want it anyways. I was just saying.
An
would be
invisible
cool.
sun would not be particularly useful, would it?
No, but it would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I didn't say it would
Also,
be
Star
useful.
Trek novel, Invisible Sun.
Also, it makes it really hard for them to hurt the cleric.
Yeah, but I can't cast spells while it's active.
Yeah, you can. You just cast it, it ends, you do it again. On, off, on, off, on, off.
There's no
That's all it
there's no
works.
charges on
No charges.
the ring of
Do
invisibility.
it all you want. It's
Well, why
retarded.
does it even end when you cast spells if you can just recast it?
Because it's invisibility, not
Because it
greater
takes the action.
invisibility.
Oh.
Do it. So it's basically you cast a spell. Well,
So if I use my crossbow, I would be visible again?
Yeah.
Could you
After
then
it.
put
That's
greater
crazy.
invisibility inside a ring of spell storing and put permanence on it?
D&D 5th does not have any form of permanency. There's like 3 spells you can make permanent.
Well, D&D
Uh,
5th sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I found.
And greater invisibility is like a 4th level spell.
Yeah, and those rings
Or
can only
fifth.
store up to
Rings
fifth
hold up to
level
fifth.
spells.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
It's just like, that's a whole ring right there. That's pretty much an
And
entire ring.
And then, with that being a 4th level spell, you could store one more.
I mean, I could put Odo's irresistible
They-
dance in
it's
that.
fifth.
in the ring. Store.
Yeah,
you
it
could
holds total of 5. You can't put 4 and 4
Greater
and 5.
invisibility is actually fifth. That's what we just
Hmm.
said.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you said, right?
I can't remember. I think
Okay, well.
No, yeah, it's 4. Because I used to have it on my sheet and I'm like, nah, I don't want that.
So-
yeah, there's an empty 4 spot.
It's 5 right now. So are we gonna
We got 45 minutes.
continue?
So,
Yeah, but 45 minutes to do what exactly?
Tarask shows up. We run for our lives.
45 minutes to do whatever the hell you want. You want to
We
keep
got
playing the
enough
game or you
people.
want to discuss?
I should write down some of the ideas I've had that I was going to throw at you just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Not anything substantial, just like 2-word, like 2 to 3 word phrases of stuff that would be cool to just build up the idea around.
Like what I do.
Well,
I know.
before we
Exploding goblins.
go anywhere,
No, I had some good ones, but I can't remember what they
Morgan,
are.
what do you think about possibly playing a D&D game set in Hogwarts?
Eh?
Yeah, if you kept the rules the same, but we all weren't wizards, it'd be cool. Like one of us was the new groundskeeper or something.
No, you'd all be students.
Fuck that.
I mean, it's a pretty similar setting. I don't have a particular...
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the setting. I just have a problem with the forcibleness.
I don't want to be a
What about
magic
y'all?
user.
I don't have any particular interest in it, and
Yeah,
considering it's a similar setting, I
Well,
don't
what
have.
about if y'all were members of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement?
Better.
Yeah, that is a little better, but.
Break a break before 9. We got a wizard.
If I wanted to,
I still don't
if
want
I wanted to be in the law enforcement of anything, I would probably rather play something different that is made for that, like
Well, what about
Necromunda or something.
what about
Well, D&D's nice and flexible.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
what about a
But
game
it's
set
done right.
at, like shortly after the American Revolution, with you guys as privateers working for George Washington?
That's the first I've heard of that.
Fairly interesting.
We have
I didn't
guns.
understand enough of the sentence, so.
We have guns and explosives.
You would have guns and explosives
I'm
and
in.
pirate ships and cannons.
Shovels.
Shovels?
And have a female pirate?
Aye.
Yeah, I mean that.
Is there gonna be
that sounds-
fantasies? Is there gonna be a kraken trying to destroy the fucking Jamestown? That's all I can think of.
Probably not. I was thinking.
No, if we're
I was thinking more
uh,
along the lines of just you guys just being privateers who work for the government. And fending
we could
off
take our
Barbary
ship down to the
pirates.
islands and
Pirates are
steal
boring.
rum.
Just pirates would be boring really quick.
Fighting off the Barbary pirates, whatnot. We could go into the, we could, like, I don't know, go into the War of 1812, maybe. Maybe stuff like
Think
that.
some
It's like,
British
this is D&D.
I mean,
Your
yeah, if
DM
you-
shield has a dragon on it, and there's a flaming arrow and a golden gleaming dwarf.
I can get like an overlay that puts the.
That's not the point. The point is this is D&D.
I don't care
This
about
is
the
not
shield,
America.
but if we're going to be using D&D's rules,
Exactly.
probably should use magic because I think that's a major advantage.
And, you know,
D&D
the monster
has.
manual.
I mean, I would
Wait, but
excise magic
you
entirely.
played Magicka, right?
If we were playing, I would excise magic entirely if we were playing in a mundane setting, thing like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
Or
I would
initiative.
rather not play
Yeah,
a
keyword
mundane
mundane.
setting in D&D.
Keyword
Yeah, but
mundane.
Like if you found a set of rules
you guys have
made.
heard of the,
What, Rudy?
you've heard of Magicka, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, you're talking about the game,
Yeah,
right?
yes. Yeah, in that game, guns are the best magic.
I mean, that's debatable. It also depends on which gun you have. The pistol's
about
not that
a
great.
Dragon
If
Gatling
I can
gun.
cast the spell of Magnum, then yeah.
Well, why not play here in D&D along this coast? We've got a ship anchored somewhere.
That was, I think, in one of our
We can go to
previous.
D&D Australia.
All I was
Back
saying
to
was,
Bender's homeland.
I don't think there's.
I like that.
If you're going to play in a mundane setting, you should have rules for it. D&D is more set up for a
Sword and
fantasy.
sorcery.
Yeah.
Classic D&D.
And I'm sure there probably are rules for a game like that. In that kind of setting, someone's made.
You
But
could also play Shadowrun and take out mages. Shadowrun's pretty freaking wicked without mages.
I mean, basically,
You also
the,
take out hackers too.
basically the Harry Potter setting I was thinking of would have been in basically Shadowrun, kind with how I would approach the skills.
Gotta say, but then where do you draw the line on which mechanics you use? Are you straight up using Shadowrun? Are you using a merger or some bullshit
that
in
would
D&D or
be-
what? Lots of problems. They can't
And-
be problems.
I could see it causing,
People having to learn Shadowrun's hard.
yeah,
As someone who
people
has
problems
learned
here
Shadowrun.
with, you got you know more about what you're talking about than the rest of us do, and all of a sudden we're like
I would know a
following.
little bit more about
I'm not saying that, but he knows a lot about it. Maybe you know a lot about it. I don't know nothing about it. Very little about it.
Shadowrun's pretty.
And if I come up with something and you tell me I can't do it, then
James knows
Wicked awesome, but
I'd be like, well, fuck you. I'm
man, I
outta
know
here.
more than you.
Ride, get your own ride home, right?
But
I
Leave
didn't
these
say.
two guys here sitting in there.
No, I didn't do anything yet. I'm on the side of.
You're with him.
No, I'm just saying I know a lot about Shadowrun.
No,
all
if,
I'm
something, if I
basically saying.
want to do something and he's telling me I can't do it because it's not in Harry Potter and you agree with him, then
I'm not gonna agree with him.
well,
it's been a long
to
time
be-
since
I'm
I've read any
just
of
saying
those,
it
but
could cause personality difficulty.
I don't have any
Yeah.
particular interest in. I mean, I know you kind of moved on past Harry Potter. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
I'd be more.
You know, the thing is, like, I'm trying to find something that I'm passionate about, and you guys are passionate about too, that we can.
Go through the Tome of Beasts again. There's so much shit. A bunch of it's Midgard. Midgard campaign would be cool.
Well, don't start dismantling stuff just yet, because we've still got like more than enough time and to possibly get back to the game.
Midgard, whatever the Southlands is.
I'd say let's talk about this at a later date and let's get back to playing because I mean,
I did a Curse of Strahd book.
Well, I believe the reason he brought it up is simply because I'm actually here at the moment.
Right. Well, that's
But
Yeah, he's getting as
we
many
couldn't
people
do
on
something like
involved.
that. Do something like in a comic book realm or like a crossover where it's Savage
Well,
Dragon.
see, to me, it's like we've done this in D&D. We've done the pirate ships, and we've had the guns as part of it, and we still had the magic and everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, if we're playing D&D, let's stick with D&D.
Well, the main thing is like I want there to be like some kind of plot going on.
Just write a plot.
Yeah, you
That's
can
not
just
hard.
make one. Or,
And
You can do that anywhere. We
I know.
could technically have an entire
What I was-
campaign inside of a filing cabinet.
what I was trying to say though was that
Book hopping.
What I was trying to say though was that like I want to come up with like a compelling plot reason for why you guys have to be on the pirate ship. And I was looking up some stuff about the Barbary Pirates, and I was thinking that, you know, you guys as privateers shortly after the American Revolution, and maybe 10 years after the American Revolution would be, you know, like really cool. That's what I thought at least.
Yeah, and
I mean, yeah, it is a cool setting, but I agree. We're already playing D&D, and D&D has like the ability for you to make up anything you want. So I don't see.
I'm just saying that as like after we get done with all of this, not as the next hook for this campaign.
Well, if you mean that far in the future, then I would probably be more able to answer that question at that point, or at least closer to it.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it all squared away ahead of time now.
I mean, that's fair.
That's a DM thing. We like to have everything prepared before.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, you have to.
I do.
There's a lot of thought into it.
Doing
But
that now.
I think there's anything you can come up with. Doesn't have to be George Washington or America. You can have something happen right in the D&D world that
Or any D&D
is
world.
about that. You know, maybe
that
the king of Baldur's Gate or whatever, or Neverwinter hires us because there are pirates out in the islands. We have to deal with them. You know, it would
thing
be
on that.
It would be the exact same thing, except it would still be D&D.
the pirates are really in Luskin.
Yep.
That's
Who
true.
cares?
We'll kill them. We'll go over there and kill them. We don't have any problem with that.
Let's just put it to you this way: those pirates are not by themselves. They are being protected by the Arcane Brotherhood, and those guys are not.
say it
depends on
I say screw the Arcane Brotherhood.
there's
Let's go
problems-
up there and kill the Arcane Brotherhood.
if you have
Alex
problems,
is the writer.
Can we please be quiet and I'll explain something? This party actually, you know, like in a campaign they hijacked a pirate ship and like undid the entirety of the Arcane Brotherhood during
That's
their
already been-
Icewind Dale.
Oh yeah, we already did this.
That,
I was going
that's
to say-
already
blew
set.
up because they blew up all
What am I,
all the freaking Luskin.
I was going to say, if there's problems with the pirates up there, just make up some new ones somewhere else. Like,
That too.
Yeah, like
I know.
Yeah, you
You
can
don't
have
have to
pirates
use any
anywhere
of
there.
this.
yeah, you don't have to
Flip
use.
the map
Alex.
literally turn the map upside down, call everything something different,
Just say
and
some,
say we're in the South
some
Pole.
like upstart, you know,
Alex, remember that
some upstart
Yeah, this is
overlord on
your
one of the
thing.
islands
You can
has been
call it-
raising a pirate army.
I can't hear the four of you talking at once.
Retner or
Alex,
Revner.
Yes.
remember what we were talking about the last October?
Sort of.
Like,
Speed
where
Raider.
we were coming up with an idea about like making up in a D&D Australia. Well, like, why not just keep going with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing. We've talked about the Arabian Nights thing. That's a nice exotic.
I mean, that'd
to
probably.
us setting.
I'm
That's
just saying
really
that.
different and
It's
interesting.
like we're definitely going there. It's just that is after we've wrapped up this part of this plot thread. Then you guys can go to D&D Australia and
Well,
do stuff
What,
like
in this campaign?
Yes, in this campaign.
I'm over this campaign.
No, as your characters.
Yeah, but yeah,
I've had
think
fun
about that.
with
Yeah,
this.
then why? Oh, then James, then why don't you like make a new character?
Because if we
Like,
go
after,
back,
like this
if we
thing's
go,
done,
Hate
Murderlin's
switch.
done, make a new one.
I hate switching characters like
You
that.
hate
I've done
this
that enough.
character, you hate
no, I don't
switching.
hate this one.
But
I
you
don't
want
hate
to
this
play a
you're
new.
just a whiny baby.
What? No.
Then we can
come
kill Murderlin off.
on. That's funny.
Kill Murderlin.
Rocks fall, everyone
The sun can
dies.
just destroy.
There we go. Now we have to start a new campaign.
I can teleport.
No, I don't have any problem with starting over. I used to hate it because they had us doing this every 6 months to a year, starting over at level 1. You know, that sucks. But I wouldn't mind
Well,
starting
it
over at
depends
level
on
1
how
now.
fast you get through levels.
Well, my point is,
When you're us and we're slow as fuck.
my point is,
Takes a
I
while.
know where we're going next in this campaign. I want to figure out what we can do afterwards, just so I can plan.
Well, I have no clue where we're going in this campaign, but
Because I want
the Australia thing is fine
my
with me. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's where we're
don't
going.
mind what we're doing in this campaign at all.
Yeah. So it's like what my ideas were.
If you don't mind this campaign, then why are you sick of this campaign?
Shut up.
Been doing it for 2 years.
Star.
5th came out and we jumped on this.
We got Star. No, wait, this is.
No, yeah, this was our second 5th, but still.
My
we didn't play
ideas-
that first one for long. We were
My
level
ideas
5.
were a Star Wars game set in the Clone Wars, Animorphs game set in the 90s. He's
Only 90 kids remember.
American Revolution and Barbary Pirates. Whatchamacallit?
Just go like XCOM 2.
Hogwarts Adventure or Department of Magical Law Enforcement.
How about we
And-
should set it on Cybertron?
And here's what they all have
And
in
we're
common.
Transformers.
That would actually be really good. What about that? What do you think? That'd be a good idea?
what?
I wasn't
Make a
listening either.
campaign where all the player characters are Autobots.
I have a buddy.
Being a
From
good
the
guy all the
Transformers.
time is boring.
Yeah, that's what I just
Like, he has
said.
like all
I
the
don't,
books you would
I'm
ever
not
need
familiar
to
with the
actually run
Transformers
something
story
like
at all. I don't really have a particular interest in it.
No thanks.
But here, that included, here's what they all have in common. None of them are D&D. There's your problem.
But I'm trying. I want to make D&D into like a different setting now.
Then you...
Then turn the map upside down and make it a different setting, and make up your own story.
There is a D&D
Modern, yes,
in
there are
outer
modern.
space
I have modern.
called the Spelljammer realm.
I have like an entire collection of D&D modern stuff that we could use. You said you wanted to go 3.5, right? There are plenty of modern things in 3.5.
Personally, I think the setting that would work really well in D&D and is substantially different while still being able to take use of a lot of the rules is Bloodborne. And I know probably few of you know that much about it, but it's not a complicated story.
Hi,
Who are you?
we're the people out of the room next. Not our time yet, we just come in from the back.
Ah, yes. Hello.
Oh, those guys.
I didn't even realize
That guy and all
that
his
you guys
guys.
came in that way. Yeah, we'll be out of your way in about 30 minutes.
But,
No, I mean, really,
Alex, seriously, just read like the first 50 pages of this book. That will give you more inspiration than you've probably ever had if you haven't already read it.
All I would say is in terms of how you would use it, Bloodborne is basically a story where you would
Bloodborne.
what? Where you just have
Hunters hunt beasts.
yeah. I mean that's the fundamental
I didn't know
base
that
of the
part when I
story.
got I got
Beast?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
beasts.
Oh, okay.
everybody
Go
you talk
in
to pretty much
every-
has lycanthropy.
That's what I want to do here.
Kind of.
Pretty close. I feel like that's
Kind
what's
of.
going on. That's what I read in a review. I was like, do I really want to get this? Fuck
That's
yeah,
what I
wanna
want to
get
do here.
this.
You just bring in some beasts, I'll be happy.
Yeah, the
Just
basic,
wandering around cleaning libraries. Not
the
so
fundamental synopsis of the story in Bloodborne is people are turning into horrifying monstrosities of beasts,
And we have
and your
to
job
kill
is to go hunt them.
that's basically.
And then a bunch of stuff,
Monster
and then a bunch of other stuff happens while you're on the hunt, where you find out that it's all has to do with this blood church church that's ministering blood to people.
And we gotta go
The blood-
kill them.
The blood comes from eldritch beings.
Oh,
I'm sorry, dude.
yeah. That's all I was trying to say.
You
I was like,
couldn't
don't
fig-
ruin anything for me.
Wait, you couldn't figure that out though?
Fuck no, I don't figure this stuff out while I play. I'm in it for the ride. I don't
just
want to know how the
figured-
roller coaster ends.
I
I'm going to
just
get on it
figured-
and
It's
fucking
not
enjoy
really,
it.
The roller coaster ends at the
Huge.
same place you get on it.
I mean, it's not really
It's
huge.
a roller coaster.
It's
The
not
game's
really.
gonna do that.
But the thing is, it's not really a huge spoiler because that's how.
But
how
that's
it-
going to make me think of why all the things are the way they are
But that's
before
how-
I'm done playing the
But
game.
that's how it would have had to be in the anyways.
So,
I
The
never
first-
said what kind of
The
element.
first time you walk down the road, somebody's going to tell you these guys are doing this stuff.
Anyways,
That's
yeah.
not a big deal.
it's specifically.
So, is there anything that y'all want to do while we're still here?
In this game, I can't think of nothing we can do.
Like right now, this week?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we can have sending and have someone send a message to the guy, and like we can try to provoke a fight.
Either him or her, I don't care. Do it.
All I was gonna say is, how much have you played?
You got the
like
ring,
4 or
Rudy.
5
Send the
hours.
message.
I've only got
Okay.
like 17 hours in it.
And
Tell him he's
that's-
ugly and his mother
in that case,
dresses
I
him
would say
funny.
that you should have already known that.
All right.
Tell him
I will
he's a
use the
peasant,
ring of
he's
sending to
revolting.
send
I don't know the blood
Blue Eyes
came
White
from
Loser a
them. How the
message.
fuck would I have known that? This is Dark Souls. They don't tell you anything.
We're going to send
If you
the...
had been paying
Yes, I do.
attention, I would have expected you to have already known that. I'm not saying that it was absolutely explained to you. I'm just saying I would have expected you to have already known that.
Like Dark Souls 1 is like the best for explanation because like it just gives you like after you're out of the asylum you get
No,
this
no, no,
one
no,
guy
no. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
haven't-
played Dark Souls 1, so yeah, leave him
All
alone.
right, look, my only basic point is it's and Bloodborne's set in kind of like a Victorian type setting, so there are actually firearms.
Okay, so
Oh.
what do you want to tell him?
To tell him.
What?
So
Oh,
We're going to send...
I already know you don't like me, but don't get mad. I may have broken your sword.
The verbal equivalent of a middle finger is sent your way.
Oh. I get what's going on now.
I'm cool with that.
what now?
He's sending the sending spell. That's what he said.
To the
guy.
Dude.
to the horseman guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
albino
From
guy.
left to right, John, what was your favorite part?
Again, I didn't want to do sending until we had everyone here. So that we could actually
getting
have
done
whatever.
with the skate, missing going to the Outback and getting a steak.
Anything related to that I could have affected?
That was.
Yeah, that's you. That's completely you affecting.
No, that's your choice.
No, I said. I told him to
You
go.
could have left, John.
Yeah, but then I would end up taking the book.
That would have been all right.
That would have been all right. We didn't wind up using it all that much.
We won't stop you from eating.
Alright, focus on.
Guys got to eat.
Rudy, favorite part?
I guess messing with the shop clerk as usual.
Least?
Not being able to revive the Drow King.
Sorry, Rudy. You're technically lawful neutral.
James.
Favorite part? I have a plus 15 to hit now.
Least?
That was the only cool thing that happened.
Morgan.
I didn't
Well,
really
I
see
mean-
anything happen.
Unfortunately.
Well, Morgan, later, do you want to like play video games or something?
Possibly. I'll have to see. There's some other stuff I'm gonna have to do, and yeah, I'll see. I'll get back to
Questions,
you later.
comments, anything?
One or the other.
Oh, you don't give a shit whether I like it or not.
You didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
He was still talking. He was still talking.
No, he was just talking to me specifically, but yeah.
How dare you forget about the gnome god?
What is favorite part?
It's hard to say because I really liked messing with that woman from the future. That was fun.
I'm gonna have to go and
But
look
I
up
also
what the
like-
heck you're talking about.
I also liked stealing the ring and putting the money by the guy. So one of those would be the favorite part.
Alright, so the next challenge after like that.
And my least favorite part
door that was screaming.
is being interrupted by people on the internet.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, I forgive you.
Finished.
No, my least favorite part was when when things go drag and drag and drag, that bothers me. Especially when I'm already
still
tired.
in this campaign over a year later.
Questions or comments?
Oh yeah.
When will you make an end, Leonardo?
Raphael, Donatello,
Second.
Michelangelo.
No. Leonardo da Vinci.
I'm not talking about the turtle.
Whenever-
and finish in this campaign. One.
I could end it once we're done with this plot line. I don't know if you guys wanted me to.
Yeah, we
And-
know. I'm just saying. It's like
and
that's
then-
how slow we are as a group. We have gone through 2 plot lines.
Well, I mean, we've done multiple, if you really want to count it. I mean, like, we finished up the Helen Ray thing. We finished up some of the cultist things. At least from what I've been in here.
I say always not to finish off the cults. That's all we've completed.
I mean, we
feel
still
like
have
Helen Ray
those
was
delegates
attacked-
to save, but you know, what's putting that on the back burner?
On what?
We still have like 2 or 3 delegates left this time. And like every time I mention that, you're like, no, this guy's more pressing.
I never said that.
Yes, you have.
I don't get
I think
it.
some of the things that have happened have been more substantial than the delegates, but I don't even.
Yeah,
I
the
still
delegates came from the book. Fuck them.
I still don't even know what the deal with them is, because I
Wizards of the
haven't.
Coast can't write squat.
Neither do I, but I know we have people to save.
And there might be monsters guarding them that we could kill and get some experience points.
That I like.
I mean,
Experience points will be entirely irrelevant because you guys are already.
vulnerable as a companion if someone didn't kill them in the cage.
I didn't do that.
It was Charlie.
That makes sense. I said number hopes if you look at them, they give you a headache.
I mean, I can look at some people and they'll give me a headache.
Anyways, so that's that, I guess.
Yeah, James, didn't you killed Vicar Amelia?
You got the
didn't you?
black, the red thing?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
feared the old blood. Where do you think it comes from? The old ones?
Praise the good blood.
You should. I'm just saying.
That is so not a spelling out in any way. I am way simple.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, I just figured from the second that it had, it was Lovecraftian and there was blood stuff. I figured, oh, there's gonna be blood stuff going on. I haven't even played the
Gotta
game.
be a blood cult somewhere.
And I'm not trying to be patronizing or anything. I'm just.
Yeah, it's
saying.
annoying as fuck.
Look on
Why?
James' face is kind of weird now.
Well, I mean,
Show Rudy your face.
No.
please.
I already stopped doing it.
It's too late, it's gone.
Same stupid face my mom makes.
Well, where'd you learn it? From your mom. So she's taught you a lot.
She has taught me a lot, but that doesn't make her any kind of right when she argues with me.
No, the thing is, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right?
I'd rather be happy.
There you go.
But neither one of us are right, and neither one of us are happy.
Well, then apologize every time that you get into an argument and you'll be happier.
No, she'll still
So,
just argue.
No,
do you
I'm
think
not-
climax
I'm
is
telling you.
that's gonna drop
Trust
you,
me
or are
on
you just
this.
waiting for like everyone to come back, like Charlie did that.
Huh?
Like, are you waiting to like finish the climax?
I thought I
of this guy,
screwed-
or, like, are you just waiting for like everyone to come back? Like when
Kind of. I thought I screwed that back
available,
on. I'm
Charlie's
sorry.
available, or are you just
Yeah, I'm trying to. Partially, yes. Also, partially, I'm trying to get you guys to a place where it kind of feels like you're in the right position to do so. Like, sort of.
yeah?
Yeah.
Position as in spot or position as in standing?
As in,
Yes. Did.
Wasn't there some sort of card that was in here?
Yeah, that was the hard drive. I had to toss it because it was like it went like and then stopped.
Like I said, hey,
I
I
tried.
have no further use for it. If you can use any of the parts,
I do appreciate
except
it.
for the power cord.
I mean,
And of course,
There's
this
also-
bag I got a key.
Yep.
I mean, I can think of another good setting, which would be Ivolus.
Nicholas?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I have a list of settings in front of me,
Well,
and I'm waiting patiently to.
be sure to check all that stuff out. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. See you guys next week with hopefully some progress. Patreon link is in the description below. Yada yada yada. See you later.